What is going on, guys? We are back for another video on DSP, and in this video we're gonna look at him pulling the Stellar Blade scam, his Christmas marathon, Iron Chef Sakai crawling back to DSP, him calling his viewers broke, and much more. But we start off today with AI. We have Meowblock, who asked AI to see how well they know DSP. Did Darkside Phil have a spoon rant? By the way, it's coming up on 1 year anniversary soon. Very soon. The answer, yes, Darkside Phil had a rant involving a spoon. During this rant, he told a critic named King Be Cruel to eat his excrement with a spoon, which has been noted in discussions on platforms like Reddit and documented on various websites dedicated to his controversies. AI is a detractor, dude. Then some people noticed that Steve of the Dead kinda looks like DSP, and then Steve of the Dead says, okay guys, I get it. Then we have this from That Being Said. Shows a kid that unboxed a Philomania shirt. He's crying, and everyone else is giving them the finger. That seems about right. Then there was a Christmas special from Lashero. My favorite parts of this is when he had to pump gas and he had to look up a YouTube video of how to pump gas and then just rage quit it and said Cat can do it. And also when he went to buy a present for Cat in the store and he got hypnotized by a plate on the shelf, but not just any plate, an RGB plate. And then someone is making DSP's dream come true because they actually did an RGB paper plate. And you know, DSP's having another incident over this paper plate. Then we have Juan here, who shows off a mock-up poster for Arthur 2 with Phil and Kat, and he has a sign that says, hey brother, can you spare $750 million? Then Steve is Dead with a throwback here. Merry Pigmas to all my fellow felted trolls. To celebrate today, I bring you Philip describing his Christmas tree as future-proof, courtesy of WPIG TV.
A pretty amazing tree. Now what I did is a combination of a lot of stuff. Alright, first of all, when I moved here, I bought this really awesome Christmas tree. Alright, this is 3.5 years ago. I bought this tree knowing that I wanted the future proof. I wanted a tree that I could have and use year after year after year after year. I wanted.
Then we have Burnell Snort Productions, who shows off Phil Burnell's A Christmas Carol. We have Beganezer Dude, John Marley, the Panda of Christmas Past, the Cat of Christmas Present, and the Keem of Christmas Yet to Come. We have Bob Fappet, Tiny Tomcat, and Fred. Of course, that being Fred Fucks. Then we had also another AI question. When does Darkside Phil bite his nails? And AI says, one notable pattern mentioned is that he tends to bite his nails when black characters are talking in video games, as highlighted in discussions on forums like Kiwi Farms. This behavior has been documented and discussed multiple times. Suggestion it might be a response to specific stimuli related to racial content in games. So true, so true. And then a shout out to Chris Furtado, the guy who made DSP's computer, DSP Detractor. As he says, Mini Furtado coming in 2025. This is how you do start a family. If you think about it, with Chris and Pop and Barrett Wells and other people having kids, you're seeing the next generation of detractors coming around. And yet, Phil Burnell, DSP, Darkside Phil, his bloodline stops at this generation. And this is something Phil and Catherine never experienced. It's Catherine going down and blowing Phil. Of course, here's another shot of Phil blowing himself. And this one actually has the movement in it.
What is this hideous thing they keep showing me? Who the fuck would want that?
Then we have Minxie1. When my chat memes, they do it right. Crying emoji. And we see Phil dressed up as the Grinch and it just says, the Grinch who stole $800 from Whoville. So we start off on Sunday with DSP, where he puts out this tweet. Had a great day, half conscious and looking forward to Christmas week. I wonder why you're in that state, Phil. What DSP likes to do is he'll wait until there's about 150 to 200 people in his chat. Then he'll start the stream. Now, it looks like he's waiting for 113 people. You're moving in the wrong direction there, Phil. Then DSP talked about all the money he's been getting since Kino Casino. And he said, I'm making money, but I'm putting it right back in. Man, this is the biggest slow burn ever, because when tax season comes around and he has nothing, it's gonna be glorious. Then DSP decides he's gonna hype up, charging viewers $20 to pick a character in Marvel Rivals, which is just like the Pokemon scam all over again. $20 to name a Pokemon that I'll never use.
To be fair, guys, FYI, first character we're picking in Marvel Rivals today is Venom. So far, we have had no one pick another character. So I'm going to pick Venom, but we need someone to pick the next one. $20 contribution, or I guess we could say $19.99 contribution will earn you the right to pick the next character, and no one's done it yet. And again, if we hit the double goal of $300 during this stream, I will order, and we will have a DSP tries it right at the end of this stream of the Taco Bell nuggets. Otherwise, it's going to have to wait, because tomorrow we're going to be doing the pizza with a twist once we hit 20.
He then also hyped up Microsoft Flight Simulator and said, give me $20. It's like buying a plane ticket. You get to choose where you go. And would you look at that, right after saying that, $19.99 from Lucky Gremlin, who offers to give his choice to Jade. Then DSP decided to look at his Steam playtime for the year, which nobody asked for and nobody cares about. And look at that, Street Fighter 6 and a bunch of games he rage quit. And then remember in the last video, he was crapping all over RTU because he had a boom mic. Well, guess what, guys? It's time for DSP to crap on RTU again and then explain why he, DSP, needs a mic boom. What a hypocrite.
It could never even affect his shot because his shot is already ugly. It doesn't matter what he uses, but it looks obtrusive to his setup. I need a boom mic arm because I'm a professional who's going between gaming and podcasting back and forth, and I need to be able to maneuver the mic. And by the way, the boom mic arm won't be in the shot. That's the fucking point of having a boom mic arm, that it's not in the shot, which he doesn't understand because he's a dunce. Okay? Alrighty then.
You know what's really funny about that? You know who else has a boom mic that's in frame? Kino Casino. Funny how you don't mention that, Phil. Then DSP lying his ass off. He says, I treat my viewers with respect. We do things together. And then Dragon, except when he needs to come up with something to do on stream, then it's the viewer's job. And when he fails to hit the tips goal, then it's all your fault.
Why do I use the royal we? I don't. When I say we, I actually mean we, like us together. Other creators talk to you as if you don't exist or you're just a big mobbish community of faceless individuals. I treat my viewers with respect, and everything we do together is just that, us doing stuff together, not just me doing it. That's how I feel anyway. So, you know, there you go.
And following that, this is a quote from the same pre-stream from DSP.
All right. So no contributions, huh? Nothing. It's been an hour since we had a super chat.
Next up, DSP's going to show off the Christmas tree that his mom gave to him. He's going to call it cheap. He's going to say it's low quality. Amazing son right there. Imagine being Linda, giving you your Thanksgiving dinner, your Christmas dinner, all your presents, and this is how you talk about her. By the way, he's also going to pig-splain how a Christmas tree works with the lights and whatnot.
So this is, of course, an artificial tree. It's not real. It's half disappearing on the AI camera here. And what it is, it's fiber optic. As you can see, it has those little colored strands that they're transparent, or translucent, I guess is the right word for it. But there's an LED light inside of it, so when you turn on the light, it basically shoots the light through them. So it doesn't technically have lights like a typical tree. Instead, it has these LED strands, well, I guess fiber optic strands. And also those snowflakes have some like fiber optic strands in them as well that makes them light up. So you can turn it on, it looks just like this. Or it's sitting on a base. You can kind of see it at the bottom there. And at the bottom of the base is a actual motor that rotates the tree. Okay, so it's just a self-rotating tree, really neat. So the day that it arrived, all right, I unboxed it, set it up, put it on our countertop, and I turned it on rotating, and then I came upstairs and I streamed. When I finished, I came back downstairs, and my wife had arrived home from work, and the whole thing was off. And I said, what happened? You know, this is the new decoration. Don't you like it? She says, I love it, but there's a problem. I said, what? She turns it back on. It starts to rotate, and it sounds like this. Like, what the hell? I swear it wasn't making that noise when I turned it on. So I kept messing with it. Nah, basically what it is, it's cheap. It's made by some, you know, country that they don't really care about the quality of their products. So basically it rotates, but it makes a ton of noise. Like, well, I guess we're not going to rotate it. So we turned it off from rotation. Luckily, you could just turn on the lights, and it looks nice with just the lights. So here's what it looks like with the lights off. As you can see, it really brights up and lightens up. And what we did is we put it in our bedroom. So at night, we turn this on. It's a beautiful night light. It's not super bright or anything, but it's really nice, and it stands out where we put it in the corner. So pretty good. It's about 2 feet tall, I would say, maybe 2.5 feet tall. It's not, no, it's not huge at all. It's actually, like I said, like this tall, maybe. Not super tall or anything, but it's beautiful. So we're very happy that we got it. Thank you to my parents for the last minute Christmas decoration. We now have like a ridiculously long, a lot of Christmas decorations. Like downstairs, we have all these candles that look like pine cones and trees. We have a polar bear candle. We bought these two light up lanterns with like water in them, and they move around with like, what do you call it, glitter and stuff inside. We've got a moose. We've got a lot of stuff. We've got a lot of stuff. We're very festive around here around Christmas time. We put out a lot of decorations. So, anyway. Rare Trick says, hey, you can rotate it 90 degrees per day and get a totally different look. I mean, you can. It's meant to be a rotating tree. Like, it looks good from every side. Just a shame the motor is cheap. It makes so much noise. That's happened to us with some of the lanterns, too. The ones that have water feature inside. They'll work for, like, a month. And then all of a sudden, it'll go, like, what the? I can't have this loud-ass noise in my house. Why does it make so much noise? And they're not supposed to. They just wear out, like, right away. Anyway, good stuff. And happy holidays, everyone. So, I'm back from my day off, and I'm ready for Christmas week. Now,
DSP then describes his perfect day off for Christmas with his wife. And surprise, surprise, food and drinking. What a shock. What a shock.
If anything, I just want to have a nice day with my wife. Like, that's what I really want. A nice day with my wife where we get to cook and drink and watch some fun Christmas stuff and just have a good time and have everything go right. You know what I mean? That's it. That's really what I want. That's what the best present I could get for Christmas is a nice day with my wife. So I guess we'll see how it goes.
Imagine that. The guy who says he's a recovered alcoholic wants to spend an entire day drinking. Make that make sense, Phil. Then DSP has changed the goals. So before Keno, $50, $100, $150. Those were the 3 tier goals. Now, level 1, $150. Level 2, $300. Level 3, $450. Per stream, by the way. DSP goes on to say that top tier rated is still a friend on Steam in case they play Street Fighter 6 again. It's a very weird way to phrase it. I'm only keeping him on Steam in case we play Street Fighter again. Not that he's a friend or anything, just no, it's I'll keep him on my Steam profile friends list just in case I want to make money off of him again. And DSP was super begging the day before his marathon. He wants those double goals hit, dudes. Even the OG badges are in place.
How much is it for the OG badge? I said it's Christmas special, 20 gifted subs to the channel, and you get both the VIP and the OG badge. If anyone drops 20 gifted subs today, you will get both badges, 2 for 1 special, because we're trying to boost the numbers so that we can hit this goal and do the DSP Tries It. And by the way, thank you. Early support is great. As you can see, we're well on our way to hitting the goal on this stream. I think we will. Now, if we double it, that's when I'm ordering the food for DSP Tries It. So let's see. What's up, Gamer Stevie J? How are you, man? Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. And remember, just to reiterate, over on the Kick side today, if anyone's interested, if you gift 20 subs on Kick today, I will give you both the VIP badge and the OG badge. It is the Christmas special because we're trying to double the goal so we can order food for DSP Tries It. So I'm making that offer. All right? I'm making that offer available today. Hopefully that will boost the support.
Then we had this message in chat. Phil, you offer this almost every stream. It doesn't seem special anymore. And that's the thing about Phil. He does the exact same thing over and over and over. Proclaims it's special. But the more you do something, the less special it is. But of course, Phil's a big brain Brunel with business degree. Then we also have the Drew Corporation. At the goals of 40, can you do a community giveaway? It would be awesome for you to reward the people that rewarded you so much. And DSP just ignored this. Then Otter points this out. So DSP plans to order food today for on stream, tomorrow for on stream, and off stream on Christmas Eve. DoorDash profits through the roof. It's always funny to when he goes, I only eat fast food once a week. Now he says, oh, guess what guys, if we hit the goals, we can do fast food multiple times throughout the week. Then DSP wasn't done there. Dumpy Koala. DSP Gaming wants $300 in one stream to eat Taco Bell and pizza. If you give 20 subs, he will give out OG/VIP badges on Kick.
DSP Tries It. So what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means, okay? First off, when we hit a goals hit of 20, which could hit today, could be today. We're at 18, right? We could hit 2 goals, 1 stream, one on the late stream, 1 on this stream, or we could hit 2 on 1 stream. We're definitely doing DSP Tries It, and I'd like to do it tomorrow during my Christmas marathon event. I think that would be perfect. Order food, do a live DSP Tries It during the event, okay? However, I'm making you guys a deal, all right? If we hit goals hit of 20 on this stream right now, I will order food right now, and we'll do a DSP Tries It after this stream ends around 4 p.m. Pacific time, and then we will still do DSP Tries It tomorrow. We will do a 2-for-1 special. Today, I will order the Taco Bell chicken nuggets to try live on stream, and then tomorrow, I'll order the pizza with a twist to eat during the Christmas event. All right? But we have to hit 20 right now on this stream. Okay? So, something that's been very successful recently, all right, has been me offering some pretty steep discounts on getting once-in-a-lifetime badges over on my Kick channel, DSP Gaming Reel. The last couple of times that I offered this, people took advantage and actually got a whole bunch of, badges, and I got a ton of support for it. So, since we are trying to hit this goal today, all right, I'm going to make this available. Are you ready? If you gift 20 subs on my Kick channel during this stream only, I will give you the VIP badge, and I will give you the OG badge. All right? But it's only during this stream. So, we need to hit $300 of support today on this stream to unlock the ability to do a double DSP Tries It. Now, as I said, I'm very skeptical that this will happen. Okay? I just don't expect that it's going to happen. I don't. I think what'll happen is over the course of today, we'll probably hit maybe 19, and then during the Christmas marathon tomorrow, we'll hit 20, and then I'll probably just order the pizza, and we'll do that tomorrow. And if that's what happens, I'm happy. I'm satisfied.
Then DSP goes on to talk about his setup, and how his setup might be one of the best in history. Delusional side Phil coming out.
I can't imagine at that point, like, what could actually be left to do. You know what I mean? Like, what else could I possibly improve? But I mean, this could be like the best setup in history. Right now, look, I can't believe how good this background looks. Let's take a look at it. Look at this shit. Did you ever think, just think about this, a year ago, 2 years ago, did you ever think you'd be on a DSP stream and it looks like this? The amazing quality visuals, setup, lighting, festive, like what the hell is going on here? Phil thinks he's $1 million streamer. He thinks he's a million sub YouTuber. No, the million sub YouTubers look like bums. Look at them. Right? They look like bums. Look at their setup. Fucking terrible angles, terrible cameras. They look like they're hunched over in a fucking dungeon or basement. You know, I'm taking pride in my work now. For the first time in a long time, I actually can think investment into this, which I'm enjoying. You know, it's like I'm making money, but I'm putting it right back in. It's allowing me to improve things to such a level.
Phil, your background looks like a cluttered mess. It's almost like you took stuff out of your closet, threw it in the background and said, "Look at me, I'm a professional, dude." Then of course, what would a DSP stream be without him crying about detractors making fun of him? Then of course, talking about million plus sub YouTubers, he decides to crap on Mr. Beast, and in an ironic sense of wording, says people are stupid and brainwashed for giving him money. Then someone asks him about the secret level TV show, and he claims it's too short, it's only 5 minutes. And he was expected an anthology complete series. Now keep in mind, this is the same guy who claims RPGs are too long, they need to make them shorter, then claims when games are shorter, they need to make them longer. You can never win with Philip Burnell, the eternal victim.
I have not seen any of Secret Level yet, no. I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed because they hyped up Secret Level. Oh, it's an anthology video game show. The episodes are like 5 minutes long. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how could for me, it's like to get invested in something and like it just to know it's a one-off episode that will never be continued and it's 5 minutes long. Huh? I was all excited for it until I found out how short the episodes are. Like, then I don't really care. Like, do I really want to watch the show? You get excited. Oh, it's over. On to the next. No, wait, I like that. Can we continue it? Oh, no, we'll never go back to it ever. It's an anthology show. Oh, well, thanks for wasting my time. You thought the whole everything has to be a series was a Gen Z mentality thing? No, again, for me, if I'm going to invest my time into something, I want it to be worth the time. I don't feel like, wow, I really like this, but it's only 7 minutes long and it will never continue and we'll never see it ever again. I feel like that's a waste of my time, you know? Like, give me something with investment, you know, it makes sense. There's a big arc. There's this payoff at the end, you know?
Then someone asked DSP, will he ever do a co-stream with a detractor? Then DSP talks about detractors being brain dead. But remember, dudes, he doesn't bring them up. He doesn't talk about them. He doesn't know what they're doing at all, dudes.
Would I ever team up with a detractor for a co-op stream? Well, here's the thing. I would have to basically fry all my brain cells enough to actually want to interact with a detractor. Like, you know, only, again, really slow people care about that shit. So I'd have to, like, basically maybe put my head in the microwave and fry it for a bit. And then maybe I'd be like, oh, that's a good idea. That's a person I would want to interact with. And then I would do it. But the problem is, it's the curse of being intelligent, is that you don't want to waste time on insane nonsense and morons. So, you know, it's the same reason I don't do, you know, stunts. I don't do, you know, endless drama content. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to ever involve myself with that shit. I'm so far above it. I'm too smart. It actually hurts my head to actually, you know, think about it or hear about it. So.
Then we have this from Turkey Hot Dog in the chat. And you know for sure, Phil ignored this. For Christmas, can the chat get no ads for the Christmas stream? No, moron. This is my job, dude. I gotta pay the bills, dude. Then it was a Christmas miracle. DSP is not doing DS politics, at least until Trump becomes president again. And I'm so happy I don't have to cover any more of his stupidity of DS politics, at least until then.
You might say, well, what happened to DS politics? Well, here's the thing. I do want to do DS politics, and in fact, there are political topics going on right now that we could do for the show, but it's Christmas week. I'm already taking a day and a half off from streaming for the holiday. I don't want to take another stream off to then be doing DS politics. Also, by the end of this month, it looks like I have to do some private react videos. So since I already have to take that time away as well next week, I want to focus on games. I'm in the festive mood for games. You guys are in the you guys have been loving the game streams. You guys have been coming out and supporting the game streams like crazy. Why would I stop doing what you guys want? It doesn't make sense, okay? Now, don't think this is the end of DS Politics. It's not. In fact, I would say we're going to have a rousing super show return of DS Politics in 2025, all right? In the new year, DS Politics shall return with an explosive, rousing show that will cover some big topics, okay? But let's just celebrate the holidays this week and not worry so much about it, shall we? Let's unplug from the political spectrum. Let's have a good time with gaming this week. I think that's what people want. It's certainly what I want.
And of course, the recovered alcoholic, according to DSP, decides to show off the alcohol he's going to use to do shots when he gets every $100. But remember, dudes, he's no longer an alcoholic. He recovered from that, dude.
Yule Nog. It is eggnog mixed with Fireball whiskey. So it's supposed to be cinnamony eggnog, okay? I have whip shots. Peppermint flavored whipped cream that has vodka in it. 10% alcoholic volume. All right? I have no clue if this is any good. I've never tried it before, but I saw it at the liquor store. I said, I gotta try it. It's something to do on stream. I know you guys are gonna like it, and probably people will be contributing to try to get me to take whip shots, right? Now, I wonder how many calories this thing has. If I end up eating the whole bottle, guys, there's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna get sick. You have a stomach ache. All right, so you can't be that crazy. All right, maybe I have to limit the amount of whip because you guys are gonna want me to take like one every 5 seconds. All right, so are they really? Snow Carl Jr. over on Kick says those whip shots are pretty good and they're pretty strong. It says 10% alcoholic volume, so basically it's stronger than like beer. You know, beer's like around 5 to 8, so it's stronger than beer, right? So, I guess we'll see. So anyway, there we go. And, of course, what I've been showing you for over a week now, I cannot wait. In fact, I'm going to give myself a little preview right now. High Voltage Islay Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. The strongest liquor I've ever had here on stream. 58% alcoholic volume. I'm very excited to try it. It smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to get a little preview right now. Can you smell it? Get a whiff. Oh my God. Yo, that is so good. This is so good. It's so smoky, but you can smell a little bit of savory saltiness. There's a sweetness in there. It's got so much in it. It's like very complex. I can tell. It's like super complex. All right. It says on the bottle, it's deeply rich. It's all your senses, a creamy, nutty note, but smoke as well. Like it's basically creamy, nutty, smoky. It's got a million flavors in it. I cannot wait to try it. And like I said, likely what we'll do, every certain amount of support that I get, maybe every $100 of support that I get tomorrow, I'll take a shot. But you guys better not kill me. I mean, this is the strongest liquor I've ever had here on a stream, and I got to stream all day tomorrow. You understand? So please don't kill me. You know, I have to be here all day doing content for you. Okay. So basically, tomorrow is going to be wild. I have all this stuff to be drinking all day.
Then DSP gets asked, since you're still doing upgrades, why don't you get a gaming monitor so you can get all the benefits of all the PC gaming? And this is DSP's response.
Genesis Gaming, 34 months as a member, says one thing that would be tongue-tied. Let's try this again. One thing that would be the next upgrade is to actually play PC games on a PC monitor, not a TV, and leave the TV for PS5, but that would mean that you have to move things around. It's never going to happen. It's going to be one or the other. I don't have room. This is a tiny room. I don't have room for multiple monitors and TVs. I don't. I have one monitor to my left. That's for my streaming and capture setup. I have the TV to my right. It's always going to stay like that. There's absolutely no room for a monitor and a TV here, and it's not going to work. And, you know, some people do have room for that. They have professional studios that they spend $1 million on, and they can rearrange and renovate the room. I can't do that. You know, I need to have a bigger TV. Like, for example, this TV that I have here, I'm trying to remember how big it is. I can't remember. I think it's like 40, is it 47 inches or something like that? It's not huge, okay? I used to have a much bigger TV and it was too big for the room. But I basically need this size. Whatever size this TV is, it's perfect. I can't give a monitor that's smaller than that. I won't be able to read anything, okay? And I can't have anything, I don't want anything bigger than that, and there's not room for two. So, unless they start selling computer monitors that are that size and aren't $4,000, I'm sticking with what I got. And by the way, I'm very happy with what I've got. It's very nice. It's a very high quality TV. Like I said, I bought it about 2 years ago to Sony. It's high end. It's 4K, 60 frames. Everything else 120 hertz. VRR enabled. Like has everything. Has all the bells and whistles and features. So it's a really nice TV. Probably lasts me another couple years, 2-3 years, and then I'll probably get another one. But yeah, I'm really not looking to upgrade the TV at this point. It's fine. Like, it's been perfect for all of my purposes. That's why I'm glad I spent what I...
Then later on at night, he went on to say he now wants to buy a new handrest and gaming monitor. Then despite all the stuff that DSP's parents does for him, it would be Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas tree decorations, the 10-year plan for what, 10K or whatever it was. DSP decided, after all the money he's got from Kino Casino, he's gonna give his parents a huge gift. You ready for this? DSP bought his parents a Blu-ray movie for Christmas. That is right, singular, a Blu-ray movie for Christmas. And of course, we've got Perry the Cuck here with 50 euros. And just says, Merry Christmas. Then we have the DSP podcast audit from Gout. And look at that, number 1, begging. Q&A, off-screen / bathroom, then shoutouts, when I bought / parents bought, Steam replay, schedule, and intro. What a great gaming quote-unquote podcast. Then we get the Marvel Rivals. And we have Jade in the chat. I say Hawkeye, next time Goot. Wise words, Jade. Wise words. Then DSP got to $150, so he got to his goal, right? Well, not exactly. As soon as he got that $150 goal reached, come on guys, another $150, let's go. Cough it up, let's do it. Another DSP tries it, or else I have to eat my wife's cooking.
That $10 super chat would be the equivalent of about $12 of support because it's actually the whatchamacallit, pounds are worth more than dollars. So it is official, folks. We have hit 19 goals. That is the wrong button I pressed. Shit. I wanted to hit this. This is what I wanted to hit. We have hit 19 goals, my friends. 19. Amazing. Thank you all so very much for allowing me to hit my goals here today on stream. 19 completed. Thank you so much. One more to go for DSP Tries It tomorrow of the Pizza with a Twist. Now, if we hit... What am I hitting? What is going on? No, wait. Not what I wanted to hit. Not what I went to press. If we double that today, if we hit 300, I will do a special DSP Tries It right now on stream at the end of this stream. All right. Where I will do the nuggets from Taco Bell, among other things. So if you want to contribute further, you can. If we hit 300, we'll do a special event. If not, it's fine. Tomorrow, we're still going to do the pizza DSP Tries. I hit every wrong button there. This is the problem with having a stream deck. You hit every wrong button, you look like a buffoon.
Then, unfortunately for DSP, he did not hit the $300 goal, which means he now has to eat his wife's cooking. And this is another thing he's been doing as of late. It's a guilt trip. Well, guys, since you guys didn't give me enough money, I have to go tell my wife to start cooking. It's almost like, okay, guys, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Hopefully when I come back, there's support.
Oh, what happened? Here, cancel the match because I'm going to go... All right, guys. Well, thank you. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go tell my wife to start making dinner. Okay? All right. I'll be right back. I'm just going to tell her to go ahead and make the dinner in the oven. No Taco Bell today, but it's all good. In fact, here, I'll take this off the leaderboard. No pressure, everybody. I appreciate hitting the original goal. Again, this was just a little bonus offer. But I really appreciate you all supporting today. Just give me a sec to talk to her. I'll be right back. Oh, all right. Yes, of course. We get DoorDash every single day. We literally never cook, of course. Right. We literally cook every day. It's very rare, like I said, the once a week when we do the DoorDash thing. So, okay.
Then nothing else happened in Marvel Rivals. So DSP put this out. No nuggets today, talking about the Taco Bell nuggets. But the Marvel Rivals stream went great, with much better character selection. AKA, people gave me money to pick characters. Enjoy the vids. See you tonight at 6:30 p.m. Now keep this in mind, he says he's playing Flight Sim, that, my friends, will change. Because he changed it to Call of Duty so he could play on keyboard and mouse. Now, why is he doing this? What could possibly be the reason he changed the streams even though he says, I can never change the streams? DSP yet again spending money. Gout. DSP bought a cheap $50 PC desk for mouse and keyboard that DSP already hates.
Mouse and keyboard gaming for the first time in 100 years. You can actually see right here, this is my mini gaming desk that arrived. It's to my right. As you can see, it rolls around on wheels. Okay, so it arrived. I built it. It's not very good. It's pretty cheap, actually. It doesn't even have hydraulics in it to adjust the height. I thought it did. It doesn't. It has cheap-ass screws. I was like, oh, that's not very good. I thought it had hydraulics. I swear it said it did, but I guess I misread.
So DSP always says he's so good with a controller against PC players, against console players, blah blah blah. Now let's see how DSP does mouse and keyboard versus PC players.
Before I could step up the stairs in front of me. What the? Did you see that? Do you see how many bullets went through her and none registered? What a piece of shit.
Then we have this from W Koala. DSP Gaming playing on mouse and keyboard on Black Ops 6, first time in decade.
What the? How is he to the left of me? Because he spawned behind me. Dude, the game blatantly showed him spawning behind me. What the fuck? You stupid fucking game. I can't see shit. And now, of course, because I jump out, I get killed. The moment I tried to leave, I get killed. Wow.
Hostile counter UAV is down. Enemy UAV inbound.
What the fuck? How is he behind me? What? He was behind me again. I don't know. How do you post up? Like when you're doing this? How do I now? I have no clue what button it would be. T! T button. Okay. That's how I hook up on the corner there. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I don't know where they're coming from. Oh, I don't know how to slide. Shit. B, you have to press C. Okay, fuck. I didn't know how to slide. Oh my god, there's too many of them. It's so twitchy playing like this. It's been so long since I played with keyboard and mouse. It feels so twitchy.
Crimson's on their heels. Hit them hard.
Ah, almost had triple kill. Oh no! The fuck? What? Walk right through the headshots, of course. Walk directly through headshots. Uh-huh.
Getting UAV on grid.
Fuck. Fuck.
Using morphine injection. Hostile contact. The field question get back to deployment.
Well, we won, but I suck. I played horribly. Yeah. No, I had a positive kill-death ratio? How? How did I have a positive kill-death ratio? My first match of keyboard and mouse in over a decade. How did that happen?
Then DSP asked his audience how to crouch on a keyboard and was confused that it was control and said it was weird. Then you can see how entitled DSP is as he mocks a viewer for being broke.
The Kingwin says, well, you're offering it for many streams, so it's not special. Well, Kingwin, what's special about it is that you can't afford it because you're broke. So it's special to everyone but you. That's the difference, you see? Maybe if you could afford it, then it would be special, but, you know, you're very broke.
And DSP goes on to proclaim he is now a fully PC gamer. Then we have Koala, greatest Black Ops 6 player ever via DSP Gaming.
What the hell? He literally was going like this through the bullets, and the game's telling me none of them are hitting. This is so ludicrously bad. He's dancing and weaving through what the fuck? He's dancing and weaving through my fucking bullets, dude. Come on. You piece of dog shit game. Nice. I could not do that on pad. I would never be able to do that kill on pad. Never. That was a mouse exclusive kill, being able to maneuver and aim like that. That was awesome. So good. Oh, fucking stop. Of course the fucking raccoon kills me from fucking behind, you piece of shit. You fucking garbage can picking bitch. Shitty fuck. I got his ass. Fuck your mother. Of course, then I die instantly for no reason, even though I shot the guy first. Piece of shit game.
Then DSP goes on to say he's not mad that he did not hit the goal on the first stream, the double goal that is. And he's not mad he missed eating fast food. He loved his pasta with frozen meatballs.
What do we eat for dinner? Frozen meatballs and pasta in the oven, because we were hoping that we were going to be doing, let's get out of this. Let's do a regular match. We were hoping that we were going to be doing the Taco Bell, and it didn't happen. We didn't double the goal earlier today, which, by the way, I'm not mad at all.
And it's always funny, whenever support's low, whenever he wants to hit the goal, there's always an anonymous tip. This time, anonymous $136 tip, but then rolls that into begging for more money.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have received an anonymous $136 tip. $136 here tonight on my first keyboard and mouse stream in over a decade. We have done it. It is raining coins here in Renton, Washington. Amazing. Thank you all for joining me for this rage-filled endeavor of trying to play on keyboard and mouse. We have hit the goals and hit 20, which means tomorrow confirmed. We are trying pizza with a twist during the Christmas marathon, where we will be doing Indian and pizza hybrid food. Don't ask me what it's going to be like, because I have absolutely no clue what the hell that's going to be like. But we're going to find out tomorrow during the Christmas event. $136 of support from an anonymous tipper. Thank you so very much. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. If I can find the leaderboard. Where is it? What the hell? There it is. Now remember, it's possible. We can double the goal tonight. We still have about an hour and 20 minutes left on stream. So if more people contribute, we could actually hit another goal and get even closer to our next reward at 30. Okay? Now remember, we were talking about this, that perhaps at 30 we don't do food for DSP Tries It. Perhaps at 30, instead, we decide to do, we decide to do something like a liquor taste test or something like that, which I'd be okay with. If we can figure out what kind of a liquor it is you guys would like me to try, I'd be down for that. Okay?
Imagine being 42 years old and being proud that you weren't a complete bitch while playing a video game and clapping for yourself. Well, that happened with DSP.
Really? Enemy Warlock says that had to have been the least bitchiness Call of Duty session so far.
Then we get to the daily wrap where DSP talks about the deaths that he hates and you can't see, and how happy he is for all these improvements.
During the stream, something arrives. This, my new mini gaming desk, which was cheap. I'm not gonna lie, it's like 50 bucks. It's, you know, cheaply made materials. It's not super good. There's no RGBs on it. It's not, you know, durable.
And that brings us to Monday, his marathon event. Before we go into that though, here are some names that were banned the previous day. We have King Ship has sailed for real. Robust Urban Garlic real. Nothing like Ichiban Kasuga. Gag Me with a Spoon literally. The Hero with 1,000 Felts. Phil has seen Jenna's vids. And Delusional Sideshow Phil. Then DSP posts this before his marathon. Monday is the big day. It's my annual Christmas marathon event featuring food, booze, ugly sweaters, a gaming schedule update, lots of games, and holiday cheer. Plus, Stellar Blade for the finale. Now the funny thing about this one is he kept saying, I'm not going to put Stellar Blade at the end because I'll be tired, I'll be drunk, nobody will care about it. And then he puts it at the end. That's going to come in play for what he does at the end of this marathon. Then look at that. DSP green screened himself in Santa's workshop. I have no words for this. By the way, he's missing part of his hand there. Just saying. Then DSP showed off the games that he's going to play in 2025. So first one, Dynasty Warriors Origins, which he's going to get his butt kicked in that one. VF5, I have no idea what that is. Sniper Elite Resistance, he's going to rage quit that. 50 goal event, which we will have details about that later on in the week. Dark Souls series on PC, he wants to play every Dark Souls again, but on PC because he wants the best possible versions of them. Dino Crisis on PS5, so this will be what, the 4th or 5th time he played this, and every single time he's only played 1 hour each time. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, now keep in mind he crapped all over the first one, said it was boring, it was horrible, they don't know what they're doing, so naturally he wants to play the second one. Civilization 7, there is no way he does a full playthrough of that. He's gonna quit that so hard. Remember, he couldn't even play, what was that YouTuber game by PewDiePie? He ran out of money and had to quit. And I mean in-game he ran out of money, he had to quit. It was also wage quit. Assassin's Creed Shadows, which has issues of its own for the game. Avow, which is on Game Pass I believe, which looks very woke-ish. Lost Records, I don't know what that is, but he's probably gonna rage quit that. Like a Dragon, he's gonna wage quit that for sure. Monster Hunter Wilds, he keeps rage quitting those games. Split Fiction, he's gonna quit that one. And then we have another game I never even heard of, Atomfall, which is like very similar to Fallout, I believe. It's on Game Pass, I believe, as well. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, he's gonna quit that as well. It's gonna be too tough for him. That's 2025 so far. Then we come to the food section. My god, he's still raising money for pizza. On Christmas Marathon, begging for money to order pizza.
Menu, and we're gonna decide 2 different pizzas. I'm gonna order 2 different fusion pizzas for us to try during a live DSP Tries It today. Okay, so we'll look at the flavors, we'll figure it out, and we'll order 2 pizzas. It's going to be exciting. Although, I don't know if they're going to deliver to the North Pole. We may have some issue having a delivery driver finding us because we are in the middle of, like, a bunch of igloos and, all kinds of stuff up here, the snowy castles. I don't know. It's so weird that this hat disappears and reappears. But, so the AI is getting there, but it's not perfect yet, right? Like, it's like, oh, it looks good over here, and then it disappears. Like, what the hell? My head! Where's my head gone?
Then DSP, being the genius that he is, decides to read out what the pizza menu is instead of showing it on screen. Great, robust content, dude. Then not only did DSP say he's gonna order those 2 pizzas, he's gonna order a 3rd one just for his wife. At this point, the jokes are writing themselves.
What's up, Jesse? How you doing, man? He says, is Kat gonna get some pizza? She is, but she doesn't want to try. She's like deathly afraid of the Indian fusion. So she's gonna get like a regular style American pizza from them, and then I'm gonna have an Indian pizza, but maybe I'll grab a slice of hers and we can compare, right? It should be pretty good.
Then DSP still can't make a decision on his own. He put up a poll asking the audience, what pizza should I order? Then they decided which one they wanted him to try, and guess what? He was not happy with the answer. He told them they picked the wrong choice. Then we have DERICH, second of Coomland, who shows off an order for the exact same thing DSP ordered, and well, this is the total right here. So $80.97 before taxes and delivery fees. And then the moment of truth came. It's time for DSP to try this. How will he react to this Indian style pizza? Let's find out.
This is pizza with a twist. Okay? So what do we have here? On your right-hand side, 2 slices of chicken tikka masala. On your left-hand side, what was supposed to be crispy crust, curry style, vegetarian. And on the top is a slice of Hawaiian. So first off, before I even start, this piece is supposed to be crispy crust. This piece is regular crust. This piece is also regular crust. So the only difference I'm seeing is that the crispy crust kind of holds up a little more. But really, like, it's the same. It doesn't look any thinner. It's not actually like a crispy cracker. I don't get it. So the crispy crust was supposed to be curry, but not spicy at all. And it was supposed to be vegetarian. So let's try a bite of that first and see how it is, okay? Here we go. Really weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's really bizarre. I gotta take another bite before I can even, like... There's no... For the record, there's no red sauce on here. It's supposed to be curry on pizza. I'm getting all kinds of sensations that I've never had eating pizza before. Like, like herbs and spice as like permeating. It's going up my sinuses. But it's not pizza. Like, what is that? It's so weird. I can't like I want to keep eating it because I can't stop because it's weird. Zero tomato flavor. Zero oregano. Zero anything Italian. It just tastes like cheese and a very like spices that are very like herbaceous spices. I don't know how to say it. Like when you eat a certain spice, it goes up your sinus. It really does. Like, ooh, it gives you that tingle, right? Like I get that eating this, but that's all I get. I taste nothing else. Curry? No. There's no curry on here. I would taste curry. It's just cheese and spice. That's it. Like cheese and spice bread. That's actually the best way I could describe that. Okay? So now, moving over to the chicken tikka masala pizza. It's supposed to have seasoned chicken, like tikka masala seasoned chicken with a tikka masala sauce. Also, this one has red chilies on, or excuse me, green chilies on it, which are supposed to be hot. Okay? Okay?
Devour.
Interesting. Whoa. Whoa. No, this is interesting. I tasted cilantro, a little bit of hotness, like spice from the pepper, but not a lot. Just a little bit. A little bit of burny tingle. The chicken is actually good. There's, again, no red sauce on here, no tomato flavor.
And of course, with every DSP tries it, we have these disgusting stills from the shots. Then, as DSP Classic points out, everyone wanted Taco Bell. DSP pushed the Indian pizza. So what was DSP's final grade for it? The pizza sucks. And then he blamed the audience for choosing it. Then DSP goes on to say, in order to play Stellar Blade, DSP wants $12K.
$12,000. It'd only be $12,000. That's all. It's small. That's not a lot for Christmas. We could do that today. We could raise $12,000 today, and then we'll just play Stellar Blade all day long. Okay. I mean, let's be honest. Big content creators and YouTubers make $12,000 taking a shit, so I can do it today, right? Anyway, this is
and he's starting to do this at every single stream, no matter what he's playing, no matter what he's doing. DSP is trying to sell those kick badges, dude.
Oh, by the way, I can't believe I didn't bring this up. So, today, we are still doing the holiday special for Kick viewers. All right, for those over on Kick today, if you're feeling festive and you want to support the stream and you want to get something nice for yourself, all right? For these holiday week, I've been doing this special promotion, the 2-for-1 Christmas Miracle. What does that mean? If you get 20 subs on Kick, which is the equivalent of $100 basically, right? You will get both the VIP and the OG badges, all right? I'm only doing it for the holiday week. Obviously, to hit goals and push towards our gold met milestones counter. It's helped a lot. We had a few people who took me up on it earlier this week, and it really helped things and accelerated things. So we're only going to keep doing it this week. And today would be the perfect day to take advantage. Literally, if you do it, I take a shot. Because that's the equivalent raised for me to take a shot here of the scotch. Okay? So the scotch is awaiting you. Go for it. Take the deal. Take the deal because it ain't going to last. It's only going to be for this week, and then it goes back to normal, which is 25 gifted subs for the VIP badge, and the OG badge is off limits. That's only for special occasions. But I said for this week, for the holiday week, I would do it, and it actually has worked well where a few people have taken me up on it.
And then DSP kept moving the goalpost. His soft goal, which is his basic minimum that he expects. Started at 600. Get 600. Later in the day, it was 700. Get 700. Now, it's 750. And the first time he got $150, he kept saying, "Guys, I hope we get more of those today." And people kept asking DSP to do giveaways, to give back to his community. But DSP says he won't do giveaways like other streamers. And his excuse for this is that he's not predatory and does not take advantage of his users.
Yes, giveaways work. There's a reason other streamers do them. Yes, it's called being predatory to your audience. It's called a sweepstakes mentality for weak-minded people. You're right. You're right. Gambling and shit like that. Yeah, you're right. That's why they do them, because they realize that sadly they can exploit their audiences, and that's why they do those things. Literally any content creator who does a sweepstakes event is preying on their audience, taking advantage of their weakness and their gullibility. It's pretty disgusting behavior.
Now DSP, when people say giveaways, they're not talking about loot boxes or sweepstakes or enter to possibly win this. It's just people, thank you for being my viewers. Here's a Apple iTunes card. Here's an Amazon gift card. Whoever gets it, enjoy it. There is no, oh, give me $500. I might play this game. I might play that game. No, Phil, you're just an idiot and a scumbag. Then we have DSP, the recovered alcoholic, who's going to explain all the booze he has today to drink when you give him money.
Two sides, so. Okay, here's something new that I've never had before, okay? Yule Nog. I don't know if this is new or not. I've never seen it. So it's called Premium Holiday Nog. And what it is, they've combined eggnog with Fireball whiskey. Now, I haven't tasted it yet. Smelling it, it definitely smells like eggnog, but it has like a bite to it. And it's weird because usually eggnog has like brandy in it, but this is definitely different. Like it has like a spice to it. And I'm wondering how strong, because Fireball whiskey is very strong cinnamon flavor. And cinnamon is, you know, a lot of people like cinnamon. Some people think it's too strong. So I'm curious how strong this will be. Again, I would think that this is going to be more like a refreshing drink that you can drink slowly, as opposed to, you're not going to take a shot of this. You just like sip it, right? Okay. Now, we also have, the Winter Jack is 15.2% volume, I'm being told. So it's not that strong. It's way, 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 you know, more light than, say, hard liquor. Okay. Another unique thing we have today, whip shots. Peppermint flavored whipped cream. 10% alcoholic volume. No, I have never had alcoholic whipped cream before. I saw it at the liquor store, and I said, I'll just buy it, and we'll just try it on stream, and we'll see if it's any good. I have no idea if it's going to taste good. How good could it possibly be? Now, I'm sure it's incredibly high calorie, so I'm not going to be eating the whole bottle today. But, you know, someone might want to see me take a shot and do a contribution, say, hey, Phil, try the shot, or something like that. You know, we'll see. Okay? So that's in there. And then, of course, we got the real deal. All right? We've got the big guns. We've got the serious business. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, after over a week of waiting, today I get to have the Smokehead High Voltage Islay or Islay Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. Finally, I get to partake in this baby. It is a whopping, overwhelming 58% alcoholic volume. 5.8. That means this is more than 100 proof liquor. It's that dang strong. Okay? It's insane. It's incredibly potent. So, in light of this being so strong, this is not something that I can just drink nonstop. If I start drinking this now, I'll get drunk. And then I won't be able to do a day-long marathon. Keep in mind, this marathon is running till like 8, 9 p.m., depending on, you know, how long we go with certain games and the like. There's no way that I could just drink this all day. So it is single malt, too, so it's the good stuff. This is not a blend. It's single malt, meaning it's going to be, like, incredibly good. So just to a little preview here. Oh. It's very smoky. but it's got a savoriness to it, like a nuttiness, a sweetness. It's got a lot of different flavors in there. You can tell just by smelling it. Oh man, it is so unique. I love it. So here's what we're gonna do. First off, today is a normal streaming day for me. You know, I'm streaming all day. My goals, as you know, is 150 bucks per stream. If I reach 300 contributions by the end of today's marathon, I had a good day. If we can do better than that, that would be amazing. Keep in mind, every $150 counts as one goal. This will be in effect today. Depending on how much people contribute today, we could jump tons of goals today. And by the end of today, we could be at a big high number and be in line to possibly do another DSP Tries It soon. And remember, when we hit 50, we're going to do a special event, either a marathon that you guys will guide, or possibly the return of Viewer's Choice, which we haven't done in a very long time. So today we could get big headway towards our next milestone goal. Okay? So, this is going to be great. I'm excited. It's going to be a great day of gaming, of all kinds of stuff we're going to be doing together today. All right?
Then people were asking him, why are you charging $100 a shot when you only paid $60 for the bottle? And DSP said, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, it's $100. Then we have Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs, who shows off $49.99. And again, Phil will lie about anything and everything. Then we have Otter. Things DSP got out of his seat for today: to get his alcohol, to get his mug and a red cup, to turn on his PS5, to turn on his PC. No preparation at all. And then as the money came in, he kept begging people for more and more and more money, because he wants to drink more. Definitely not an alcoholic. And Otter, DSP is begging for another $22 to take a shot of whiskey, as he wants to taste it. Radical idea, Phil. You could just drink it for no donations, like he will post-stream. And look at these still shots. Absolutely disgusting. Look how much he's aged, too. But then again, dudes, he's not an alcoholic. Then DSP decided to shake up his vodka-flavored whipped cream.
Give me the liquor. Give me liquor.
We have Consav. He spanked it, he jacked it, and now he's enjoying its cream. And we see absolutely disgusting stills of Phil eating the whipped cream, and an even closer look up of Phil stuffing his face full of white cream. And this is a quote from DSP as he's trying the whipped cream. My tongue is watering as I eat it. Then people kept saying, can we do different rewards? This is boring, let's do something else. And DSP just claimed watching him drink shots as a reward is fun and interesting for all. A giveaway is only one person getting something and everyone else just sits there. The gin has melted his brain. And then we got the return of Email, as he gifted 50 DSP memberships. And then DSP went on a rant about WWE champions. And we have David Davidson. Phil's still downplaying that he lied about spending tens of thousands of dollars on WWE champions while crying broke. Now this is the most Phil logic I've ever heard, because it's regarded. He is spending all his money on upgrades to his streams now, so the criticisms of his spending are invalid from the previous 7 years of lying to people. I just want you to think how crazy that is. Because he's spending money on upgrades now, it means those 7 years that he lied to people, claimed he was broke, he would have to eat lunch meat sandwiches, he had no food, Jasper has no supplies, he's gonna lose his house, he has no money for taxes, he's gonna lose everything. Well, taking all that money he raised for all the events and stuff and putting on WWE champions, it doesn't matter now because he's doing upgrades to his setup now. You are an idiot, Phil. Then we have Gout Gout's DSP podcast audit. A look at that, very first one. Begging, shoutouts, ordering pizza, showing off alcohol / drinking / whipped cream, off screen, Q&A, what I bought / upgrades, PC issues / mic issues, intro, schedule, play with AI. What a great, robust Christmas marathon pre-stream. Then one of the things he did was he played the Christmas levels of Astrobot. Poems Josh. A quick 15-minute Christmas level in Astrobot is somehow managing to stump DSP. He can't even remember things he's seen or done 60 seconds afterwards. Then another game DSP played was Hitman. And well, let's see how this went for DSP.
Starting from the left. Health status and tension.
What? Oh, yes. That single pixel of health down there. I see how this is going.
The icon in the lower right corner displays the currently equipped item and its ammo status.
Oh, good. I'm just going to assume I always have one bullet.
The compass is displayed in the upper right corner. Displayed at the top of the screen, the headlines will offer suggestions on what to do next.
Oh, good. Please do. Please tell me what to do.
The exclamation mark appears every time new information is present. Press the briefing key to enter the information menu at any point. Use the movement keys to move around the environment, and use the mouse to look around. To run, hold the run key while moving. To sneak, hold the sneak key while moving. The exclamation mark appears every time new information is present. Press the briefing key to enter the information menu at any point. Displayed at the top of the screen, the headlines will offer suggestions on what to do next. The compass is displayed in the upper right corner. The icon in the lower right corner.
Can we get the fuck out of here? Yeesh. Oh my god. It's hit. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, well, I'm Hitman. I can run faster with shift. This is interesting, to say the least. What the fuck is that? The right mouse button opens a menu, but I can't tell what it is. I see binoculars. Looks like a coin and a note. Can't do anything with it. So I take it out. What is it? The garrote? That's what you choke people with, right? So you sneak them and choke them, and you put it away. Okay. This is gonna be good. Can I save at any point? Resume, options, start, load, save. Does anyone know? Is there a quick save in this game? I really hope so. Please tell me if there's a quick save. I'm playing this at 4K, which the game was obviously not designed for in like 2013 or whatever the fuck it was made. So if anyone knows... wow, what is with the washed out graphics?
This should be a straightforward operation. We need you to penetrate...
What did you just say? Did you hear him? Holy shit, he's saying racist stuff. Damn! Yo, their language is not acceptable in today's world. I can't believe we're playing this. How can I change weapons? Because all I have is the, you know, the garrote or whatever. But I can't kill two of them with that. I thought I had a gun. Do I not have a gun? Damn, they don't move. What do I do here? I don't know how to change weapons.
Equip a coin from the inventory. To throw the coin, press and hold the drop key, and then release the drop key to throw in the desired direction.
What? There's a drop key? So how do I equip that? Oh, I have to use the arrows. Okay, so now I have a coin, I think. Do I? No, I don't. How do I fucking equip this? What the fuck? How do I play this shit? And it says fiber wire, but that's not what's selected. Coin. So now I have the coin equipped, right? How do I throw it? What the fuck? What is that? C? No. What button is that? D? No. O? Fuck, I can't read it. Racist motherfucker. Take that shit. Call me a cracker. I'm at least a fucking scone. Maybe a croissant. You fucking bitch. Take that shit. Alright, give shot.
And then the moment of truth came. Stellar Blade. But DSP could not play this. He's married, dude. So he got someone else to do it for him. He dressed up as Santa Claus and tried to be in character. Imagine, you're one of these deadheads who pays, what, $30,000? And you finally get to see DSP play Stellar Blade, and he makes a mockery out of it. Doesn't take it serious, dresses up as Santa Claus, goes into Santa gimmick mode. This is a slap in the face to anyone who donated $30,000 to him.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
And as you can see, he did this for the entire gameplay of Stellar Blade. However, this would not last long, as he would quickly turn on the game and say how bad it is. And we have Poems Josh. Santa's starting to understand his 100 reward goal won't be very fun for him.
Oh, I'm in combat, am I? Could have fooled me. Oh.
And it only got worse from there. Theo, Stellar Blade has yellow paint, and that's not enough for DSP to go up to the stairs for the boss fight. Imagine, you're DSP, and the entire gaming industry changes to suit you and puts yellow paint everywhere, and you still get confused and lost. That is mind-blowingly dumb. This is why people hate you, Phil. We got Josh. The man is playing a tutorial teaching him to dodge, block, and parry, and all he's doing is mashing attack and blaming the game for being a modern game. And that's it. That's a wrap for Stellar Blade. He says he is no longer playing this. The 100 reward is off the table. People now have to find something else because he refuses to play it. We have David Davidson. And just like that, the scam is set in motion. Make it miserable to watch and force people to avoid it despite already being thousands into the promised goal. Then David adds on to it. He can bitch all he wants about it, but he needs to hold up his end of the agreement. Then DSP decides he's done with Stellar Blade. He takes off the Santa suit and calls the game fucking stupid, and then blames his audience, who gave him what, 18 or 20 or whatever $1,000 already, in hopes of hitting that 100 goal. Blames them for making him play it.
Well, are you happy now? I played the intro to that. I'm sorry, that game is fucking stupid. It's the same as every other fucking generic combat game ever. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. What the fuck? That was so fucking boring. I rather would go to sleep for an hour than play that. But what the fuck, man? Seriously. Like, all day we were having a chill time. We were having a good time playing random games. And you made me play that shit. It's like so fucking boring. Like, it's exactly what I thought it was. Literally, it's a fucking generic combat. Do some little parry, do a little dodge here. It's boring as fuck.
Then overall, he got $700 and something. Then he goes on the daily wrap to say how much fun he had a great time. Man, I wonder if money was lower, the event would have been boring, or I don't know, guys. I don't know what happened, but no. Money's up, so you know what that means. Money buff. And fuck Stellar Blade.
I liked playing Santa. I hammed it up. The whole first, 25 minutes was great. And then when I actually had to focus on the game, you have to start learning the game mechanics and pay attention. It was so boring. The game has the world and or universe of Nier Automata and slash combat like Nier Automata combined with maybe like Devil May Cry with elements of FromSoft, which is exactly what I said. It's nothing original. Like, no lie, I played for an hour. I have no idea what the plot is. I also don't care. It's boring. Okay? What's the appeal of this game? Oh, look, the main character is a supermodel from Korea with boob and butt physics. That's the appeal of this game. It's not anything special. It's not anything to write home about. I did play it on PS5 Pro, and yes, I will admit, the graphics are good. The graphics are quite good. I played it at 1440p. I'm sure everyone on stream was like, oh, but outside of that, it's fucking boring. Oh, look, go to a camp. Go to each thing, do an upgrade. Go over here, fight this enemy, mash, 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 dodge, mash, 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 dodge, mash, 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 dodge. Go to this enemy, mash, 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 dodge. Oh, you unlocked a special dodge in the skill tree, so do that one instead. Okay, okay. Oh, first boss, beat the first boss. I'm gonna spoil right here. Ready? I beat the first boss on the first try. And everyone's like, he's playing on easy. No, I wasn't. I was playing on the hardest mode, normal. You can't play on hard. It's either easy or normal. I played on normal. Beat the first boss first try. The game is not good. Okay? It's not. I'm sorry. You could disagree. That's okay. It's very arbitrary. Very mid. Very not special. But people thought it was special who liked the visuals. That's you. Good for you. For me, I played it for an hour. That's you. Good for you. For me, I played it for an hour. I'm fucking bored. Okay? I was in character as Santa. I was having fun. I was almost falling asleep playing this game. So, that being said, people are now saying, oh, you ruined it or whatever. No, I didn't ruin it. The game wasn't good to begin with. That's what I told you all year. But people didn't want to hear truth. They wanted to hear hype all around them from the gaming community. Were people who are simp virgins, who like jiggly boobies and butts moving instead of good game. They didn't listen to me. Well, now you have to listen to me. The game's not good. It's mid. Okay? If you want to see it, I'll still do it when we hit the goal of 100 goals hit. But after playing an hour, most people are like, no, don't play it. No shit. That's what I told you all year. I mean, I don't know how much more honest I could have been. It's almost like I knew what I was talking about. But people want to always give me shit. So now I played it for an hour and I was bored. So now people are like, well, let's think of a new goal. Yes, please. Yes, please. Let's think of a new, better goal. I'm down for that. Think of a new, better goal.
Of course, it was Phil himself saying we need a new goal. Nobody in chat was saying, no, Phil, we don't want to watch you play this. Play something else. Nobody said that. We all know the reason, and it's Fat Cat. And trust me, he's going to get some pushback on another day, too. Then we have Poem Josh. He can't even keep 300 viewers for an event stream anymore. The money went up, and the viewers went down. And that brings us to Tuesday, Christmas Eve, and DSP in the chat. Good morning all. Getting set up with yet another new piece of equipment, LOL. And we have Mr. Toadstool. I hope he has RGB. Remember when like 2 or 3 videos ago, DSP said, I'm future proof. I don't need any more upgrades. I can start to save money. He hasn't stopped buying upgrades since that time. Just spending more and more money. Then this is something Phil keeps doing as well. It's a flex. To show the dents, this is how you're supposed to support me. I expect this all the time. He left the leaderboard up to show people how much he got the previous day. Then remember when he crapped over RTU yet again for the boom mic? Well, that's DSP's new technology, the thing that he's setting up. That is right, DSP now has a boom mic, and he's proud to be a hypocrite. When he said he didn't need it, other streamers didn't need it, RTU didn't need it, but he, DSP, needs it, because he's a professional streamer, dude.
So, I got, as you can see, well, you can kind of see, a new boom mic arm. What is a boom mic arm? It is basically an adjustable, movable arm that allows you to move your microphone around for different positions. So, for example, I'm doing the podcast right now, so the microphone is right there, and if you guys are like, oh, it's cutting out or whatever, I can go, oh, okay. And I can actually maneuver the mic closer to me, so now it sounds better for the podcast, you see? But then when I go to do gaming, oh, I'm going to do some gaming now. I can actually adjust it and turn it over here. So since I'm facing the TV, I can have the microphone at a better angle so that it picks up my voice better while I'm playing the game. Now, of course, ultimately the question is, how is this going to work with something like the background effect? Oh no, half of my kitty has disappeared. All I have is a butt of a kitty here. Where's the rest? Jasper, where's the rest of you? You have to rematerialize on camera. Come back over here. Come back over here. There's the kitty. So, I don't know how the AI effects will work. Right now my microphone, see? So it seems like the AI effects kind of like cut out where the microphone is. So I guess we'll have to see how they work, you know? And it'll be adjustable. That's the good thing about a boom mic arm, is that it's fully adjustable. I can make it higher, lower on the fly because it's fully maneuverable. So we can play with it until we get it to be like a good situation. Can I sing any songs by the Police? Name one. Name a song you want to hear and I'll croon into the mic, because that's what boom mic arms are for. No, it's funny because you know, just a couple weeks ago, well, maybe like a month ago, I don't even know, time flies now, right? I was on this show criticizing Review Tech USA for having a boom mic arm. Now, the reason I criticize Review Tech is very simple. Review Tech doesn't need a boom mic arm. He literally sits in one place the entire show, watching other people's clips and reacting to them. That's all he does. He literally has no reason to ever move his microphone, okay? Oh, by the way, I have to change the leaderboard. Jasper, you have to go down to the floor now so I can do the leaderboard, okay? Like, he literally doesn't even do anything with it. There's no reason for him to have it. I literally need it. I needed it for 10 years and never had it. I'm moving back and forth here. I'm playing games. I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing different kinds of content. For me, the boom mic is perfect. It's like exactly what you would want. For him, I mean, he could sit there with his mic up his ass and it wouldn't matter. It would sound exactly the same. So, anyway, that's why I need. So let's see. So right now, as you can see, it's in the shot because of the way that it hangs in. It's maneuverable though. Like, I could actually have it just go back. See that? And now it's a little better. I could actually have it go up even further back. So now it's out of the shot. But as you can see, now the microphone's further away. And it probably sounds a little different, doesn't it? So I have the ability to adjust at any time. But it's going to change the audio quality as well. Now, of course, there's filters that I can use. There's different levels of audio filters that I can use that would make it sound better or worse, right? So, depending on, you know, what we're doing here, we're going to probably be adjusting it for a while. We're going to get it down to a science. What I think I'm going to do is, during the podcast and or me talking to you guys for videos, the microphone will be in one position. But then when I go to game, I'm turning over here. So if I'm about to game, I'll do this. And now the microphone is literally right here as I game, which means you guys should be able to hear me pretty well, right? Like, it's probably sounding a lot better now that I moved it over here. So here we are. This would be my gaming position as I'm about to game. See? Now how does this look like this? Pretty good, right? So, nice, right? No change, it sounds the same. That's good. That's a good thing. That's an actual good thing if it sounds the same, because that's what you want. You don't want the mic to be stuck in one spot, and then when you move to do gaming, now you can't hear me. So that's perfect. So there you go. You're right. I look like a keyboard player. Like, I'm gonna start playing the piano. I'll tickle the ivories like Elton John here. All right, so that's good. This is all good stuff. Move it back a little bit here. All right.
Then a quote from DSP. The Chinese don't celebrate the Christmas holiday. Then Otter adds on to it. There's something in the region of 100 million Christians in China, and most of them will be practicing Christians, unlike DSP. And then despite getting over $700 on his marathon, and despite getting $1,000 plus in the previous 2 streams, DSP is still begging for money and begging hard because he doesn't know what's going on with Kick. Obviously, Darkside Pimp, Ren, Void, Iron Chef Sakai, they're all gone. There's no one really gifting memberships anymore, and DSP doesn't know why. Then here is DSP saying, I'm not worried about hitting the goals, but let's hit the goals, and here's all the ways you can give me money. It's still a beg, DSP.
Alright, anyway guys, about 20 more minutes of Q&A, and then we'll jump into indie games. Guys, if you're here and you're enjoying, thanks for joining me here on this lovely Christmas Eve. It would be great to get some support if you could. Anything, you know, is appreciated today. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, subs, gifted shoves, tips. Everything is good. Counts towards the goal. It'd be great if we hit another goal today. I'm not going to stress out about it if we don't. Yesterday was an incredibly well-supported stream, so you're not going to hear me, oh, we got to hit the goal, let's do this and that. I'm not going to be going crazy today. Today's just a chill vibe for me, all right? So, but if you want to support, by all means, please do. It would be great if we did hit a goal. We get even closer to our next DSP tries it, okay?
Then another quote from DSP. Back then, survival horror games were annoying. You couldn't save whenever you wanted. This is the same guy who called himself the king of retro, but sucked and complained at every retro game. This is the guy who save scums through any game possible. Go look at his Zelda 2 playthrough. Go look at his Castlevania playthrough. I think he did it in Mario games too. This man destroyed gaming as an industry forever, and God of War Ragnarok proves that. DSP is also the type of person that wants a checkpoint every 10 steps. Then DSP, with his spending addiction, now wants a new gamer chair. You know, because the other one that was donated, but then revealed to be him buying it, needs to be replaced. Then after last night, DSP proclaimed that the reward of Stellar Blade playthrough is no longer the reward for 100 goals met, and he's going to replace it. And here, he's going to talk about how Stellar Blade is a generic fucking game.
Supermodel Korean girl who was purposely put in the game for sexual attention so that a bunch of dudes would buy the game. Like, literally, that's what the game dev said. The main director of the game outright said, I selected this character as my protagonist to get men to buy the game. He outright admitted it. In interviews publicly, that was his intention. And as I said, if the main character of Stellar Blade was not that character, it would never have gotten the coverage it got. It never would have got the widespread liking it got. It's bullshit. You know, it's basically Black Myth Wukong. And I didn't like Black Myth Wukong. You know? Now, Baptiste says, but you enjoyed Nier Automata. All right, it's time to clear the air here because people really have revisionist history in their heads. Okay? Let's talk about Nier Automata. Let's actually talk about it for real. When I first played Nier Automata, I played through the campaign once. When I beat it, I said, it was all right, but nothing special. Literally, that's what I said at the end. I said it was all right, but it's nothing special. And people were trying to convince me to do more runs of the game. And I was like, no, based on that first run, I don't want to play it again. I don't want to waste time playing that game again. It wasn't that good. Okay? Now, what I didn't understand was that when you play Nier Automata over and over, the game completely changes. The second run is a different character. The third run doesn't even feel like the same game. And the fourth and final run is a series of mini games that break the fourth wall and blow your mind with the way they wrote it. So, what's the best part of Nier Automata? Each time you replay it, it changes and becomes better to the point where at the time that you beat the final run, it feels like you played an insanely unique game, the likes of which you'll never experience again. And I will say that. Since I beat Nier Automata's, what was it, fourth run or whatever it is, the final run, I have never once played a game ever like that ever again. That game had some of the most ingenious game design, fourth wall breaking writing, and one of the best plots ever experienced ever in a video game. And I'll stand to it. Now, I played, what was it, Nier Replicant? Nowhere near as good as Nier Automata. It's okay. But Nier Automata is the best. Now, why is Nier Automata the best? Because it's completely unique. On the surface, it's a button mashing combo game with dodges similar to Stellar Blade or similar to Black Myth Wukong. But when you get deeper into the game, it's way more complex than that, and it makes sense. And it's such a cool, unique experience. So unless you're telling me that if I play Stellar Blade, and on my second, third, and fourth runs, the game completely changes and is better, then my point stands, it's just a generic fucking game. With nothing special to it. You understand? So, I'm just trying to be fair here. Nier Automata, in my mind, stands out from the crowd of these kind of games because they did something different. It's even way better than Nier Replicant and the other Nier games. Like, it's really an amazing, unique experience. I'm glad that that's the one that I played first before I played the other Nier games. Because if I'd played the other Niers first and then Automata, I'd have been like, I'm written it off. But instead, you guys eventually convinced me to go back and really enjoy it for what it was, and I really appreciate that. With Stellar Blade, it's just the surface level gameplay. That's it, right? Again, what is Stellar Blade? It's eye candy. It's, ooh, look, pretty graphics. Ooh, look, attractive model that we made as the protagonist with bouncy boobies and butt. That's all it is. There's no substance there. I played it for an hour. I got through the entire first boss. I was bored to tears. I don't want to play it.
So DSP replaced the 100 gold reward from Stellar Blade to player's choice for 3 streams. That is right. Like $30,000, he'll play a game for 3 streams. But then the backlash started happening. People pushing back. And people still want him to play Stellar Blade. And DSP saying, no, you don't want that. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a bad game. I'm not playing it.
Now, I know what content will work and what won't. You know what I mean? I just don't understand why people don't listen to me. I don't get it. So, here, allow me to explain. I'm not going to like it. It's not going to be an entertaining playthrough. People are going to complain the entire time that it's not good. That's exactly what's going to happen. So why make me play it then? Wouldn't you rather just see me do something better? And everyone will have a say in it? Like, literally with an open viewer's choice event, everyone has a say to determine what they think would work. And I think that's the most fair way to do it as well. Now, I'm serious. People are even making, people are absolutely being ridiculous. Like this guy just said, you were drunk. Maybe it's fun if you're sober. Don't you understand that when I was drunk, it should have been more fun? You get that, right? Like when you're drunk, you enjoy things that normally you wouldn't because you're drunk, right? By you saying that, that's like the opposite. It's like I should have had my fun heightened, and instead, all it did was accentuate how boring the game was for me. You know what I mean? So, replaying it sober, I'm probably going to hate it even more. You know? I'm like, oh, God, it's even worse. I'm even more bored. See, at least Tiak is being very reasonable. Tiak says, you know, I wanted you to give it a chance. You did, and now I'm over it. Thank you. No, really, thank you, because that's what a rational person would do. You saw it in action. You saw what it was going to be like. All right, that's not what we want. Let's do something different. Sounds good to me. That's like a rational conclusion, right? Luthe says it was your reaction and commentation. I think he meant to say, like, commentary. That ruined it, to be honest. So, you tuned into someone's stream to see them react and play a game and comment on it, and then you didn't like how they reacted and commented on it. So then why don't you go watch someone else play it? Instead of asking that person to play it. By the way, tons of people have played Stellar Blade. It's not just me. You don't have to wait for me. A ridiculous amount of people have played Stellar Blade. So you could go watch them play it.
And the pushback was not done there. So the next clip, someone named Kyle is going to complain and ask him if he's going to go back to Stellar Blade. Now keep in mind, Kyle is a mod on Kick. So this is a DSP person. This is not a troll. This is not a detractor. This is an actual mod on Kick.
Let's see here. Kyle, no, I'm not. Boy, we literally just did a whole segment about Stellar Blade. And you're asking me, do you think you'd ever go back and play Stellar Blade? What? Okay, let me ask the question. Why would you want me to play Stellar Blade? I played it for an hour. I expressed my opinion on it that I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to see me play it? You know I'm not going to like it. You know it's going to be torturous. You know it's just going to be repetitive, just like Black Myth Wukong, and I'm not going to enjoy it. Most people are saying they don't want it anymore because they saw that I wouldn't enjoy it. So why would you want me to play it? I'm lost. Yes, but Kyle, here's the deal. Here's what I think, sadly, here's what's happened. People should have not asked for it for Christmas. Do you understand? Because if we hadn't seen that during the Christmas marathon, then it would have happened at 100, as I had said we would do, right? But the problem is people have no self-control or patience. And they're like, well, not only do we want you to play it, but also we want to preview at Christmas, so we're going to nominate it as the most nominated game for the Christmas marathon. So I gave the people what they wanted, and now they're like, oh, darn, maybe it's like the monkey's paw situation. We asked for it, and we got what we wanted, but now we realize Phil doesn't like the game. No shit. I told you all along I didn't like the game. Like, no kidding. Right? I knew what it was going to be. I saw gameplay of it. I heard what it was like. I had played similar games. I didn't like them. So why would I like this one? I don't care about the protagonist being a Korean supermodel. So what else is there to like about the game if I don't like the gameplay elements? Right? So you got what you asked for, but now you regret it. Well, that's buyer's remorse, right? Like, you wanted it for Christmas. Everyone asked for it for Christmas. You got it for Christmas. Oh, wait, we didn't like it. Told you you wouldn't, but you don't listen to me. Here's what everyone should just do. Listen to me. Stop trying to second guess me. Stop trying to act like I'm some kind of an idiot that doesn't know what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what content will work and what won't. You know what I mean? I just don't understand why people don't listen to me. I don't get it. So, here, allow me to explain. I'm not going to like it. It's not going to be an entertaining playthrough. People are going to complain the entire time that it's not good. That's exactly what's going to happen. So why make me play it then? Wouldn't you rather just see me do something better? And everyone will have a say in it? Like, literally with an open viewer's choice event, everyone has a say to determine what they think would work. And I think that's the most fair way to do it as well.
I love how DSP says, well, you shouldn't have voted for it. This is your fault that I quit it. So let me get this straight, Phil. If they did not vote for it for the Christmas marathon, and they got to 100 goals reached, and you played the game, and the exact same thing happened, wouldn't that be a scam for $30,000 after you drop the game after playing it once? But then again, I'm not a big brain with a business degree. Then we have David Davidson. Everyone is an idiot according to Phil because he didn't like Stellar Blade and said he would not like it. Which is why you baited it for 276 streams of $150, and when the streak failed, said it would be back on the menu if you hit 100 goals. Exactly. What a scumbag. Then people kept asking him yet again, can you do a giveaway? And DSP said, doing that as a reward is dunce level intelligence. Then as Darcy to Phil points out, you retards deserve to lose every penny he siphons from you. Then we have Gout. DSP forgets every time he played Monster Hunter Rise demo and rage quit due to being too hard.
And of course, my weapon was sheathed, even though I turned off auto sheath, so my attack didn't come out.
Get ready!
Come on, finish this fuck. Oh my god. Can we please finish this? Dude, it never hit me with that before. Come on, I have 2 healing potions left. I couldn't attack. I just tried. Nothing happened. You just stood there. Can I please do one move? No, I can't. It seriously won't let me hit him.
Hope you got.
Finally, fucking my move comes out. About fucking time. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Heal! He still won't heal! Oh my god! I have no healing. Yeah, I'm done. I have no healing left. I have 0. Fuck this. Yeah, this is fucking stupid. It really is. It's stupid. The problem with this is it's overly complex. Ignored modern advancements and instead go through your insanely cumbersome menu and try to click the item that's in there somewhere amongst 14 items that you didn't even want to equip but are in your menu for some reason. Okay, sheathe your weapon, unsheathe your weapon. You can only do this when it's sheathed, you can only do this when it's unsheathed. 14 button combinations. Nah, I'm sorry, you know, I definitely think there's people who like this, especially people who've played this franchise for a long time and have co-op friends and stuff who want to play it. You probably love it. I'm telling you right now, it's not my cup of tea. It's something that I would have to invest a ton of time in order to get used to playing, and I'm sure I could. Don't get me wrong. Once you play something, like how many franchises have I don't know what I'm doing, and I play them for a while, and then I'm okay with it, right? But I don't really necessarily feel like I want to fucking buy this and spend $60 on it, and then spend like a week and a half just learning basic shit because they overcomplicated the whole game system. I don't want to chase monsters around a map for an hour. I don't want to cumbersomely go through controls that don't really work well. Let's add a zipline system. That's more annoying than any zipline system in any other game. Right? Like, why? Why couldn't you just make a simplified system that works like other games? Instead, here's a brand new thing where you go the wrong way. Even though you're aiming at the wall, you shoot your enemy, you shoot backwards. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, this definitely, again, if you put a lot of time into it, I'm sure it's good. Monster Hunter World was one of the best-selling games that Capcom ever made, right? So it's not that the franchise is bad. It's that it's one of those games that it's an acquired taste. You really have to sink a lot of time and effort into it to learn the intricacies of the systems, the world. I'm sure if I was used to the menus, if I was used to clunking through an inventory, I'd be able to move through quickly and do that stuff. It's outdated. It is 100% outdated for modern game and a modern audience. Like, I'm someone who, I've been around the block. I played a ridiculous amount of games. No, I don't want to learn some insanely clunky system to play this game, when it should be way more accessible. It should be way more intuitive. The controls are not intuitive at all. I know that about the franchise because I've played it twice before. You have to fuck around with every weapon to learn the little twists of every weapon and everything. And it's nice for me that there is that level of complexity, but in this game, when it should be way more accessible, it should be way more intuitive. The controls are not intuitive at all. I know that about the franchise because I've played it twice before. You have to fuck around with every weapon to learn the little twists of every weapon and everything. And it's nice for me that there is that level of complexity, but at the very same time, I don't want to sit here for a week playing this game to try to learn the basics. You know what I mean? And it would. I get the feeling I would play this co-op. And yes, I'm sure co-op is better because now you can have a player who distracts the enemy and pulls the aggro and someone else who attacks. But I tried that. I tried that with Monster Hunter World and you guys didn't like it. You thought that when I played Monster Hunter World that it was boring doing that team-based gameplay. So today I tried to do this demo solo. And if anything, what we've seen is solo, it's not very good. You know? It's definitely something that's meant to be played with a team. But you guys don't like when I play games with a team. So, you know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do? It can't, solo, it sucks. And with a team, you guys say it's boring because I'm not interacting with you guys. You know, even playing it there, people were complaining that I wasn't shouting out their cheers and stuff. And it's like, I don't know, man. So, I'll be honest, for me, I think it's a pass again. Like, I don't think that this Monster Hunter series is something that makes itself accessible to my type of streams. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy to learn. It's going to be a lot of time investment. So many intricacies. And by the way, I mean, we should also say this as well. Okay? It's the same thing over and over. And I think we know this. We know that this game is going to be wander around a map, fight a giant monster. Wander around a map, fight a giant monster. Over and over and over. That's the game. That's the loop. The endless grind.
We have Otter. For 50 goals hit, DSP is going to do a themed marathon, i.e. an event where he expects you to give him more money. These rewards are amazing. The only person being rewarded are DoorDash, Total Wine, and Scopely. Then, of course, another random Stutter and Craig rant, of course. Then DSP complaining that his audience doesn't allow him to play RPGs. It is quite funny how DSP always says he doesn't have time off camera to play games, but he'll spend like 7 hours watching his wife play a game, on WWE Champions, drinking, or 7 other hours in Kino Casino chat, but he has no time for games outside of streaming, dude. Then I love that every episode of Lechero, Familia DSP is now canon for the DSP lore. The thing I like the most though is when people ask DSP about those episodes like they're true events, and he gets so confused, it makes me laugh my ass off every single time.
What? Listen to this. You ready for this one? Someone took the buck and says, why do you have an office chair and a patio chair at your kitchen table? Why don't you buy real dining chairs? What the fuck is he talking about? I think someone's watching the wrong house. I don't have an office chair and a patio chair at my kitchen table. I have formal dining chairs at my dining room table, which is a table and dining set that I bought when I moved in here a decade ago. Someone's spying on the wrong house, apparently. They must have cameras on someone else's home, and they... Man, that's creepy on multiple levels. Who are you spying on, then? Big Boss with a $2 super chat says, any Kino and the King collaboration streams upcoming? We have a couple interesting ideas. We do. We actually came up with a few that we were talking about. They haven't been around. They've actually not been doing stuff, I know, for a little bit. I don't even know when they're coming back. Are they coming back today? Or I don't even know when.
And then one of my favorite things that was implemented this year by YouTube, the AI chat summary. Viewers are discussing DSP, a streamer, and his recent actions and behavior, including begging for money and his financial situation. So true, so true. Then DSP was complaining the last time he played an RPG, Baldur's Gate 3, it almost put him out of business. However, as Otter points out, every single stream, he hit the goal. He was making ad revenue on it as well. But apparently, it almost put him out of business. Then remember when DSP said, he's not going to beg today, he's not going to worry about money. Well, guess what? Here's him begging and worrying about money.
This has not been a very good week over on Kick for any support. I don't know why. The regulars haven't been around. But I appreciate those who have been supporting. Thank you, Bobby Padlock. First contribution of the day from over on Kick. Let's get you on the leaderboard. And again, just to remind everyone, that Christmas deal is still going on Kick. So you might say, what the hell is Phil talking about? For this week only, for the Christmas holiday, okay? If you gift 20 subs on Kick, I will give you both the VIP badge and the OG badge. But that's only for this week. Normally, it's 25 subs to get the VIP badge, and the OG badge isn't even eligible unless it's like a special circumstance. But this week, I've been doing it, and it's been popular. I think like 4 or 5 people took me up on it. So I'm still offering that, okay? I'm still offering that. And maybe if we do that today, we can hit the goal, right? Right now, we're at 28 bucks of support. We got a ways to go. Maybe someone would like to take me up on that offer over on Kick. 20 gifted subs and get both badges. 'Tis the season.
Then we have this weird talk where Phil discusses circumcision.
Thoughts on circumcision. Let me tell you, I spend so much time in my adult life sitting around thinking about circumcision. It's just something that's on my mind all the time, and I just can't stop thinking about it. So I've given it many, many, many hours of thought, and I have so many great opinions on it. However, in order to find those out, you're going to have to contact me via Patreon, a $4,000 donation, and I'll talk about circumcision in a private conversation with you.
Now, Phil always says when detractors talk about things, there's nuggets of truth. And there's a nugget of truth here, is that he's always thinking about dicks all day, and dicks are on his mind all day. Then we have DERICH, second of Coomland, who shows us a possible future with all the electronics plugged into that room. Then DSP gets asked his favorite Christmas music song, which launches into him using his new boom mic to sing the Grinch song.
Favorite holiday song? Oh, the Grinch song. You're a mean one. Oh, excuse me.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're a spider goulash sandwich. You're as slippery as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
There you go.
Then Poems Josh with an observation here. The goal system was supposed to reduce the pressure for hitting goals. All it's accomplished so far is to increase pressure to hit goals even more. Then adds on to it, Viewer's Choice events used to be something done a few times a year to drum up support. Now, it's something that only happens after you give him $15,000 with the new goals reward. Then we get to the DSP podcast audit from Gout, Q&A / more trash and Stellar Blade, biggest chunk of the day. Daily rap recap / trashin' Stellar Blade, Beggin', upgrade / stuff I bought, shoutouts, intro, schedule, RTU drama, and off screen. What robust content, dude. Of course, nothing happened on the Indies event. It was all boring, DSP being boring as hell. Then this is the daily wrap right before Christmas, so let's see what Phil has to say to all his viewers.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2024. Today was a very chill day. It was only a half streaming day for me, as I basically just did very chill, relaxing indie game content and a fun podcast. Nothing crazy, no continuation of narrative-based games or anything like that, because I didn't want to have people miss out if they couldn't attend. And let's be honest, it's Christmas Eve. I knew not everyone would be able to attend, and I was definitely correct. The attendance today was down from a normal stream, but that was perfectly fine. I just want to say thanks to anyone who did come out and hung out with me either on YouTube or on Kick. That was nice of you. And we did have a very relaxing day, so let's talk about it. First off, another improvement to my setup. I've gotten this boom mic arm that now allows me to have flexibility. For example, when I'm here on the podcast or on a daily wrap, I can adjust it to basically put the microphone wherever I want. If I want to sound better or sound a little bit closer, you know. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Hey, I can do that, right? But I can also put it off camera if you don't want to see as much, and you can still pretty much hear me well. Now, it's going to take some adjustment. Eventually, what we're going to do is figure out exactly where it goes in what scenes. Like when I'm playing games now, because I'm PC gaming, I'm facing this way, and having the mic in a different position actually helped. I have this mic attached to my new computer desk because I had it on the laptop desk earlier today, and it fell off because this desk doesn't have a square end. Instead, it's like rounded like this, so it slid off. I was like, oh, that ain't going to work. We got to put it on the new desk then. But since I did that, it's working well, and I think it's going to be a great new addition, you know. So, obviously, let me know how it sounds, you know, on the show today here on the Daily Wrap, or if you listened to it on the podcast earlier. Again, it's adjustable, but here's the cool thing about it. Ready? Because it's fully adjustable, when I want to go with the AI background removal, it's not on the screen at all. If you remember, I had a microphone here or here, and it was kind of always blocking. Now I'm here, you know, pretty much fully, which is awesome, right? So it's not going to be perfect, you know, it is going to cut off eventually, but it is pretty good. And it's a great effect, right? Here I am in Santa's workshop on Christmas Eve. Cool. So, today on the podcast, we talked about yesterday's marathon, out of which a lot of positive things came, including the fact that we can play Dino Crisis as a full playthrough now if we want to, because it's really, really good on the PS5 Pro. It has even better graphics with upscaling and everything, and saving whenever you want. You know, trying out a few different various games, and one of them was Power Wash Simulator, which I really liked. It was a very chill game, and I think that might be a game we do for chill streams in the future. But also Stellar Blade, and you know, the thing is, for me, I'm glad that we played it yesterday, and I tried it and realized it wasn't going to work for a playthrough, because I think it would have been very disappointing to people if we had hit our 100 goals hit for support, and then we did a playthrough and it sucked. Rather, I would have to do something much better. So FYI, I did announce a replacement. Instead of doing Stellar Blade when we hit 100 goals, we're going to do the return of the Viewer's Choice event. Viewers will literally be able to nominate any game that's eligible to, you know, to be purchased basically on PC or, you know, a modern console. And then they'll nominate and vote to figure out what this game will be. And we haven't done one of these in years. We have not done a Viewer's Choice event in so long. Some of the previous events have been new franchises that I didn't even know about, like Persona or Yakuza. You know, narrative-based games like Danganronpa or Phoenix Wright. We ended up playing awesome epic playthroughs like Fallout or Elder Scrolls. So these have been awesome events, and I think that's the way to go is, hey, you hit 100, we get a giant playthrough as a result, okay? So, anyway, we talked all about that. It was a very chill atmosphere. We had a good time. We were talking about Christmas. We were having good camaraderie and everything on the stream today. Overall, a very good podcast, in my opinion. I think everyone really enjoyed the podcast. Then, basically, we jumped into a couple chill indie games. We started off with Balatro, which I played before, and actually the last time I played it, I beat the game. Of course, this game lends itself to multiple runs and playthroughs because every time you can choose a new deck or play it differently with different jokers. So I played with the yellow deck, which gives you 10 bonus dollars, and played it for about an hour and a half, and I'm very happy to say it was the perfect ending. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling, but you'll want to check it out. If you like Balatro, you're really going to enjoy this run. There were 2 separate runs that were done in this hour and a half, and it went really well. Second half of my stream was the coin game, which is awesome. It's a sim game that simulates arcade games and machines and things like that. But today we not only did that, we actually did mini golf because there was a mini golf course in the pirate-themed amusement center, and we did the whole 18 holes of mini golf. So it was very fun and chill. There was lots of discussion, lots of fun Christmas vibes, people coming by, wishing me Merry Christmas and everyone else. And we hit our goal, which is shocking. I told everyone right at the beginning of the stream, no pressure whatsoever. I'm not going to be asking for contributions or anything. It's Christmas Eve. If people show up, great. And if not, it's not a big deal. And we hit the goal. So thank you. I mean, it's been an amazing holiday season. All of these amazing improvements to my setup, correct, have been so good. I hope that you guys have enjoyed everything. I hope that you're liking the constant improvement. I certainly hope that you had a great time here Christmas week. When I come back, it will be Thursday. Because remember, I'm not doing a late stream tonight. I'm spending time with my wife and family. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow on Christmas Day. I will return on Thursday with a full day of fun. It's going to be a chill podcast talking about my Christmas, followed by Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on keyboard and mouse for a major stream. Now I'm going to have the proper wrist rests and everything that I need, and we're going to see how I do. I actually did very well the other night, but now having all the proper equipment, I might do even better. And then Thursday night will be Indiana Jones and the Great Circle continuing. We're now in Egypt, checking out the pyramids and the Sphinx, and it's really cool. So I hope you'll join me for that. All right, everyone? From my family to yours, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate, or even if you don't celebrate. Please, have a good couple of days away. I know, usually I don't take this kind of time off, but it's Christmas time. It's time to celebrate. It's time to have a good time with family, friends. So I hope that you and yours are safe and have fun. And I will see you all on Thursday when I get back.
And that brings us to Thursday. And we start off on an observation from Poem Josh. Remember when DSP was saying he had no room in his office for another chair while streaming with Kat? I just want you to stop for a second and look at all the new crap he has bought and put in that bedroom space since that statement was made. That is true. But then again, look at the size of Kat. Then yet again, DSP begging to hit his goals. Because he wants that Taco Bell, dude. He needs that fast food. Even though he only eats it once a week, he now wants to do multiple a week. Of course, this is him trying to write off his DoorDash for tax purposes. And feed his wife.
Anything yet, but look at our goals. At the beginning of this week, we were just at hitting barely 20. Remember, we hit 20 on Sunday, did we not? And now we're at 26 on Thursday, which is amazing. You know, thank you so much, guys. You allowed me to hit 5 goals during my Christmas marathon, and then we even hit the goal on Christmas Eve. So thank you. We're at 26. We're more than halfway to 30. Remember, at 30 is the next DSP tries it. And we're talking about Taco Bell with their chicken nuggets. Unless you guys have another idea, which I'd be open to, like maybe you know there's another fast food item that's been made available or that would be more interesting, I'm down for that. But right now, it seems like the Taco Bell one is the one that people want. So let me know. But, I mean, we're only 4 goals away. Today I'm doing 2 streams. Tomorrow I'm doing 2 streams. We could literally hit them all and have this done on Sunday. We could do DSP Tries It. Okay? Awesome. All right, I would love to do that on Sunday after the first stream. Okay, so please support the streams. Thank you in advance to anyone who does. Everything counts. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships on the YouTube side, subs and gifted subs on the Kick side, and tips, which is across the board because they're through PayPal, which is third party. FYI, we are at month end for Kick. Kick cuts off basically what you raise via subs around the last 2 days of the month. So today and tomorrow are essentially the last 2 days of the month for me on Kick. I would love to have a strong finish. So if you could, subs and gifted subs on Kick would be tremendously helpful today. If you're on Kick and you want to help out year-end support for the streams, please consider gifting some subs. We're way down on subs on Kick. You know, at one point, I had something like 600-700 subs. We're down to 400 now. So it would be great to get some more today. Thank you in advance to anyone who supports. On the YouTube side, we actually have seen an uptick of memberships because I got a bunch of gifted memberships over the last week, so thank you for that. So anything, greatly appreciated. Let's get some support rolling, please, my friends. Let's hit that goal today and add another one to the goals hit counter. Hey, let's double it up and hit 2 or 3 goals today. All right, let's do some shout-outs, and then we'll get to the Christmas segment, shall we?
Then DSP's obsession with RGB lights is getting way out of control and very weird. Because remember, the RGB lights, only he can see on his keyboard, on his mouse, all the stuff that's not visible on camera, but he's obsessed with it. Even to the point where he has to stop the streams to resync them if they're out of place. And we have Otter, man with RGB on his PCs and around his monitor that only he can see, RGB behind him that's not visible during gameplay, and that he autistically has to have sync, says RGB you can't see is stupid.
Just being stupid. Everything has to be RGB. No, it doesn't. They do. They have, I'm not even kidding you. They have RGB boom arms. RGB boom arms. Who the hell's going to see the RGBs on that? The idea of a boom arm is to keep them off the camera. That's why you have the boom arm. So everything's off camera. Why would you want an RGB boom arm? Right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just silly.
Despite DSP saying in a previous video that the whole point was it to be out of frame, shows it in frame, and now DSP says he is now a fully professional streamer now that he has a boom arm. And also, he has a proper studio. Then people are still pushing back about Stellar Blade. And now DSP Gaming is calling a viewer mentally stunted for comparing Liza P to Stellar Blade.
What you're saying is so ridiculously nonsensical. Liza P was the same, but you loved it. You're being contrarian. If you think Liza P plays like Stellar Blade, you're actually mentally stunted. I'm sorry. That's all I have to say. You actually are slow. And you would really, need to start thinking before you speak. It's not even the same genre of fucking game. They don't play the same. There's nothing similar between the two games. Liza P is like Bloodborne 2. Weapons that transform and have special abilities and special combos and things that you build up in a gothic horror atmosphere with a great plot and everything. It's the complete polar opposite, and you're an idiot. So now enjoy your ban because you are a fucking idiot. Okay.
Then apparently one of the things DSP was grateful for was that he didn't have to do anything physical on Christmas. Then again, he never does anything physical any other day of the week as well, or year. And I'm sure your wife hates that at night. Then again, she's got Tyrone. Then DSP goes on to claim people on the West Coast are up in the clouds.
I hate to say it, out here where I live on the West Coast, everything's very lackadaisical. Very little discipline, very little caring about too much. Like, really, the people out here are just, like, fucking up in the clouds.
Then every time he talks about the person who, quote-unquote, donated the game and PC, the more I believe and the more I can trust the source that DSP's donator was DSP. We have Potion talking about GTA 6 on PC. The person that gave me the game and PC said that this is most likely the reason they gave it to me. And then Potion says, wouldn't the person know the reason they gave it to you? What a weird way to put it if he's trying to say he didn't buy the PC himself. Then every time DSP does something, even if it's the very first time ever, he's always an expert on it. And now he has given mic position and expert advice to his viewers, even though he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Then would you look at that? DSP buying another mic. More money wasted. Not only that, it's gonna have an RGB in it too. Then Phil goes on to tell a story of how he bought bananas and strawberries last Saturday, put them in his fridge, and they went bad yesterday. Then Otter adds onto it, Adult run in a mature household doesn't know putting bananas in the fridge spoils food. DSP goes on to talk about his wife and Christmas. What was the very first thing that Kat did when she woke up on Christmas Day? That is right, she played on the Xbox. And not only on the Xbox, played Power Washer Simulator. She didn't want to spend time with her husband. She didn't want to spend time with Jasper. No, get to that Xbox, dude. Then DSP's hate boner for Troy Baker came out yet again. And DSP says he doesn't like Troy Baker because he's full of himself and thinks he's a musician, and claims Troy is not a musician. And then we see here Troy Baker profile, occupations, voice actor, musician, alternative rock, vocals, and guitar. Then we have here about how he was the lead singer and rhythm guitarist for Trip Fontaine, and then even released albums for it. But he's definitely not a musician at all. And then the grift continues. He spent 30 plus minutes asking for money for upgrades. Now, why does he want this money so bad for upgrades right now? Because he says it's almost the end of the year and he has to write off all the upgrades on taxes. That is right. And by the way, this is December 26th, so the year is like a week away, and he wants all the upgrades within that week. All I can say is greed, greed, greed. And of course, what would a DSP pre-stream be without Q&A and reminders to support, as it's the end of the year. And then DSP goes on about how he wants a strong finish on Kick. People are leaving, they're not supporting on Kick anymore, and it's the end of the month, end of the year, he needs that support now, dudes. Then also talk about how at one point he had 600 subs on Kick, and now he's down to 400 with majority of them being gifted. And it's weird too because he averages about 50 viewers, 50 to maybe 60. Then, oh, by the way, he also wants $300 as well total. Then people keep bringing up the vest goals, the hat goals, the gunner goals. And DSP says the vest goals are stupid and DSP doesn't want to do them every stream. But he will wear a vest for $500. Remember when that was $150? I do, I remember that. He then went on to say that 100k and 100 bills would be a massive package. And then we see a picture here of 100k and $100 bills. It's not too bad. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? DSP is now openly scamming Amazon. We knew he was doing it before, but he's outright saying it. Either he knows nothing's going to happen, or he's too dumb to realize that he's scamming Amazon. DSP bought a weighted mic stand and 2 boom arms. And then according to his story, he took the clamp off of one, put it on the arm of the other, and sent back the parts he didn't use as if it were a single item. What a scam artist. Scamming DoorDash, scamming Amazon, scamming people. He's a scammer. And then delusional side Phil, he is bringing back Friday Night Fights. And he's bringing back Street Fighter 6, he's bringing back Marvel vs. Capcom. And he says, as far as Street Fighter 6, he spanked every detractor that matched against him in Street Fighter 6. Now, Raw Phil and Pop would like a word with you, Phil. And then DSP's talking about buying a mic, and he's looking at the extremely high audiophile mic. DSP's words, not mine. And he's complaining that it's $350 plus on a mic. Now, Phil, how much did you spend on the fight sticks? How much did you spend on WWE Champions, Jin, DoorDash, and all that crap that's in your background? And why do you even need a new mic? Didn't you just buy a new one back when you're with Top Tier Rated, playing Street Fighter, and you bought a new one for Discord? I remember that. Apparently you don't. Next up, DSP's going to explain what he had for Christmas dinner.
And then we ended up having, what else? We had some stuffing. We had some cranberry sauce. So we had rolls. But again, as I told you, as I'm getting older now, I just can't eat as much. Like, I've cut down so much. So we ended up making this giant spread. And I didn't even have a roll. And I barely, okay, the spiral ham. Wow. To have a fresh roasted spiral ham on Christmas, that was amazing. I've never done it before. So all we did, it's already pre-cooked. When you buy these spiral hams, they're pre-cooked already. But what you do is you put them into a roasting pan and you roast it for like a half an hour. You take it out and you make a glaze and you pour this glaze on it and you spread it out and then you roast it for another half an hour. Oh my goodness. any piece of that ham that had the outer portion tasted absolutely amazing. Like, oh, absolutely delicious. Now, even the inner parts of the ham still taste good. They're still juicy and tender and delicious, but obviously the part that has the glaze on it is going to taste better than the others. So much meat. Absolutely ridiculous amounts of meat. So we ended up each having some of the meat. I mean, I would argue I probably ate maybe less than a third of a pound of the meat. Because that's the thing, like, there's so many other things. I had that, I had the cheesy potatoes, the sweet potato mashed potatoes, the stuffing, and the cranberry sauce. I didn't even have a roll. And I just had one plate. I was completely and utterly stuffed. I couldn't go back to get seconds or nothing. Like, I just can't eat that kind of stuff anymore. Too heavy. But we have an insane amount of leftovers. Like, today, we're not cooking at all. It is 100% leftovers, just taking a little of everything and warming it up. And that's good because you don't want to have to cook the day after Christmas. That's the thing, like, the food yesterday was outstanding, but the problem is the cooking and the cleanup. It took, like, no lie, it took us, I think we started making dinner around 5:30, but we didn't eat until after 8 because that's how long it takes. You know, all that prep work, the baking, like, it was like 3 hours of cooking. And while we were doing that, we were watching Christmas specials. We watched Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas on DVD, and then we were listening to Christmas music after the fact. So we actually got to do some Christmas specials and stuff while we were doing the other stuff, which was fun. So we finished all that up, and at the end of the night, we ended up watching the Holiday Baking Challenge show. I guess it was from like Food Network or Cooking Network or whatever from like a million years ago. All those cooking shows are now on HBO Max. So if you have Max, you can watch all those kind of shows, and it's fun. You know, they're making cookies, they're making cakes, they're doing all this crazy kind of stuff. That's all holiday themed. Really, really fun to watch. I'm just kind of relaxed and had some more time with Jasper Kitty. So overall, 2 amazing meals. You know, a lot of relaxing time. I saw Kat play a lot of, like Power Wash Simulator while we were listening to Christmas music. We watched the Christmas special. Got to play with Jasper Kitty a lot, you know. And the best part, nothing bad happened. Like, there's not even a thing I can think of yesterday. Did it rain a lot? Yeah, we would have liked the white Christmas. Big deal, right? But outside of that, nothing. I mean, the fruit was rotten, but everything was still fine, you know. It was a good one. Like, there's been some disaster Christmases. You remember a few years ago I told you about our disaster Christmas where we were making a roast. And we listened to this recipe of how to make this roast. And the recipe was awful. So we ended up overcooking the roast way too much. It was dry and almost flavorless. The recipe was atrociously bad. So the roast was ruined. And then we were like, well, we don't really have a dinner now. What do we do? And we tried calling places to see who was actually doing like food on Christmas. We had called a pizzeria, right? And of course, it wasn't a real pizzeria. It was probably like Pizza Hut or something. And the teenager on the line laughed at us. We called the order. And the teenager laughed at us and put us on hold and never went back on the phone. Like, wow, what a nice fucking person on Christmas, right? We're desperate. We just need something to eat. And they won't even take our order. They're being a bunch of dicks. Anyway. So anyway, you know, that's nothing like that. Everything went well. No disasters. Oh, one other thing. Our neighbors weren't home. So because of that, it was kind of like having the neighborhood to ourselves. Like, there was no noise, you know? Like, when your neighbors are home, especially during the holidays, sometimes they have friends and family over and they make a lot of noise. You hear banging and everything. It was quiet. It was a quiet day all day. We kind of had the place to ourselves. No, you know, annoyances. Everything went well. The food was good. Relaxing day. I wish we could have more days like that. Like, really, if we could have, like, one day a month that's like that, that would be superb. But the problem is, usually on my day off, it's a day when I have to cram all my junk in. Go to the grocery store or go to the dump, buy pet supplies, return items to the store, appointments for, like, you know, doctor or anything else. All has to be done on my one day off. And because of that, it's, like, you know, really stressful. My wife and I want to have another day off to ourselves soon. We're just not sure when. We have to try to figure out her schedule for the next couple of weeks. And once we do, it's a very strong chance that in early January, we may take a day off just for ourselves. rather than it being the day off where I run around and do errands. So I'll let you know if and when that happens. But, you know, for now, business as usual. Me here full weeks, probably for the next week or two, until I can figure out when the next day off will be. That'll be like a special day. Okay? Okay. All right, so that was our Christmas. I hope that you guys had a great one, too. Many of you were already talking earlier in the chat about the things that you guys did, which is awesome.
And that was basically the highlights slash lowlights, however you want to look at it. And look at that biggest chunk, mic test slash issue slash Q&A. That's very DSPS. Then upgrades slash stuff I bought, Phil's day off, schedule, begging, shoutouts, intro, and off screen. Robust content, dude. Look at that. First day after Christmas. $16 so far on Call of Duty. And Banana Jones titles this, "Dog, this is like a dragon levels of support. We're getting back to pre-Kino, dudes." Then let's see how it went for Call of Duty for DSP. First off, he talks about the lag and how the game is lying to you and everyone else.
You know, it's so bizarre. So ever since I started playing on keyboard and mouse, now it claims every single match is 13 milliseconds. But you want to see what's funny? Take a look at the top of the screen right now. You see what it says? I'm going to show you. It said searching for match. Now it went away. It said searching for match 40 milliseconds or greater. So now if I start this match and it claims it's 10 milliseconds, they're actually lying. It said it was searching for a match greater than 40 milliseconds. So if it says like 15, 10, it's actually lying. It's now disguising the true ping.
And despite DSP playing every Call of Duty, despite DSP playing all the Battlefields and all the shooter games, he still doesn't understand launchers. That is right. He'll pull out a launcher and go, "What is this? What is this?"
What is this thing I got?
Using Archangel.
What is this?
Securing B. B secured. Losing Bravo. Losing B.
First time.
Then DSP wasn't happy with the support, even going as far as saying at one point, "I don't know what the hell is going on."
Please support the stream. I've had about another hour, 40 minutes left. I don't know what the hell's going on. People had wanted me to do keyboard and mouse Call of Duty for the longest time. And now I'm doing it, and I'm actually doing well. I hope that you guys are enjoying. But I would ask if you could support the stream, please do. As you can see, it's the least supported stream I've had in ages. And obviously I don't want that to happen today, the day after Christmas. The day when we're trying to have a strong month end here. Like I said, today on Kick is very important. Kick support right now would help a ton.
And get ready, guys. As we get closer and closer of pre-Kino DSP, all the excuses are coming back.
All right, guys, we got time for probably like 2 more matches. We'll see. Last chance to help out in any way, whether that means liking the stream on YouTube or contributing in some way. I would really appreciate it. If we get 100 likes on YouTube, that would be great. We have 86 right now. But literally $5 of super chats, no memberships at all on YouTube today. Very few tips. Just basically everything's super low today. Don't know why. Hopefully it's not a pattern. Like I said, earlier this week was great. Earlier this week, we had great days of support.
Kill confirmed.
And imagine that, day after Christmas, support is so low. And DSP is demanding money, and he's not getting it. And we have duty. Just remember, he made over 1K in the last 2 days, and yet acts this way. Gee, I wonder why people despise DSP.
Very soon for that. But outside of that, anything, guys, super chats, tips, memberships, please, last chance to support the stream. Let's not have it be the least supported stream that I've done in the month, right? Okay. Yeah, it's been 3 hours since I got a contribution on the YouTube side. Wow. Okay. Now, let's take a look here. DJ Trump says, "I wish you were in a better mood." Yeah, I mean, what can I do? Listen, I am enjoying the game. As frustrating as it is, I'm still enjoying the game. I'm happy to be playing on mouse and keyboard. I think this new setup works, right? You don't see the microphone in the shot. Everything looks good. My arms aren't cut off. So the improvements are working. Hopefully the audio sounded good today with the new mic placement on the boom arm, right? But I can't make people contribute. I don't know why they're not. I can't, you know what I mean? It's the same content I put out. Sometimes I play this and I get tons of support, and sometimes I don't. It could simply be it's just the day after Christmas. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, why do you think I'm gonna be grumpy? I come back for Christmas and I have the slowest stream that I've had all month. Genuinely, like, as much as I rage when I play this, I still like it a lot, and I can't wait to play more. But obviously, the one disappointment is the level of support. But I guess you can't win them all. Let's just chalk this up to one slow return stream. Hopefully, things will pick up after the fact. Thanks to those who did contribute. I really appreciate you. I hope you're enjoying the improvements. I'm considering a few more because I want to try to get in as many improvements as I can by the end of the year. And I got some ideas for one or two more, one of which we were talking about on the podcast today, maybe a different mic, because this mic is 10 years old, so I'm considering it. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Call of Duty next week.
Then DSP went full toxic. As a viewer said, people don't have money because Christmas is over. And DSP responds that if you had Christmas, you have money. Which at this point, he's now demanding that you give him money before Christmas, and any money you got for Christmas goes to him as well. What a scumbag.
Missy Lee, you're an idiot. Saying that, oh, people don't have money because it's Christmas. No, if you have Christmas, it means you do have money. Anyway. The opposite. People get money for Christmas. Genius.
Pacify the AO, kill team.
Yeah.
Yet again, DSP speaks out of both sides of his mouth, where he talks about lag, where it's great, and then other times, it's awful. Because, you know, it's great when he's winning, it's awful when he's losing. Of course, DSP is DSP.
I guess it's not so bad because we're still at 14 milliseconds, guys.
Kill confirmed. CIA, you're cleared hot. Work your frag list.
I swear since I started playing keyboard and mouse, I haven't had anything below 20, which is bizarre. Why was I always having like 30 plus on keyboard, on pad, gamepad, but now that I'm keyboard and mouse, it's better? It doesn't even make sense. Absolutely terrible gameplay. I'm completely in cover through the building, and I'm still dying to shots from like a second ago. Awful fucking latency.
The DSP is so desperate for engagement, for people to talk in his chat. He is still in subscriber only mode, but now he has lowered it from 24 hours to 5 minutes. You know he's desperate for engagement when he does that. Then people noticed the green screen was messing with Phil's hand. And of course, people had to have fun with this. Like this one, where they put him on Star Trek The Enterprise. And then the stream was over, he made like 51 bucks, and he was pissed. And what happens when he doesn't make the goal? 10 minutes of stalling, 5 minutes of slideshow pictures. Just in case someone wants to donate, dude. Then remember at the beginning of the year, he was saying all I want is $50 a stream. If I get $50 a stream, I consider that a good stream. But now the greed has taken over. The Keto Casino ego is inflated. And now, $50 a stream is considered a bad stream. Then DSP, despite his money going down, his income going down, his whales leaving, attendance going down, he's still spending money. And now, wants to buy a speaker system to get true surround sound in his room. And you know, and I know, what happens if he doesn't hit the goal on the first stream. Hardcore begging on the second stream. David Davidson, huge non-stop begs tonight because he didn't get his $150 on the early stream. Obviously, the solution is to beg more and tell your viewers you just spent money on a new mic you don't need. And then we had a retcon as well. So remember, he used to wear earphones, and then he got ear infections because he only showered like once a week. But now he's saying he stopped wearing headphones because they broke. Why would you even lie about this, Phil? What would you gain from a lie in this situation? Then of course, anonymous tip comes in to save the stream. And what does DSP do right after that? Begs for more and tells people he needs to make up for the first stream not hitting the goal.
I received a very generous $107 tip. This person says, anonymous, oh no, it's an anonymous tip. It just must be fake. Well, I received a lot of anonymous tips over my career as a streamer and content creator. I received a lot of anonymous tips just this last week, and none of them were fake. So, thank you very much, whoever this is. Very, very generous. And I'm very appreciative and incredibly generous. 107 bucks.
Then you can see how delusional Phil really is, because he believes his humor back in the day was just like South Park. And then in this clip here, he's confused and lost where to put the crate of bananas in Indiana Jones, which I played this part, very easy to find. He's just an idiot. But also, remember, he doesn't know the banana song, and you're mentally stunted if you say it, because that's a detractor meme, dude. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, he knows the banana song again.
Banana, tasty banana, put it in your mouth and... Wait, what? What are you doing? Take these fucking things. Take them. What are you doing? What did he say to do? Here. Take this shit. What does he want? Why didn't he take it? This is the delivery boy, no? Take it. What does he want me to do with it? I wasn't paying attention.
And then also another retcon. So anything that happened in his past, anything he said or did, it was a joke, dude. It's nothing real. It wasn't serious. It was all a joke, dude.
True. Vietnamese comrade says you were a troll back then. You made fun of Kojima also. Now things change, and Kojima's a great man. You and me think of him. Listen again. Back then, everything I did online was jokes. Like no lie. Like nothing that I did was meant to be taken seriously at all. It was supposed to be. Everything was a joke. Everything was me over exaggerating to be funny, to get a rise out of a teen audience, because my audience was mostly teenagers back then. Even though I was in my late 20s, I well knew that most of the people who watched me on YouTube were probably in their teens. So that's the audience that I was catering to. I had humor that was similar to, say, South Park or, you know, that kind of stuff. And, you know, tried my best to be extreme and irreverent. So whenever I saw something like, oh my God, Troy Baker wears a scarf indoors, I gotta totally make fun of this guy, right? Is it really a big deal? No. Is it kind of silly? Yeah. But is it a big deal? No. But of course I made it a big deal.
And then one of the most pathetic excuses I've ever heard. DSP was crying about not hitting the goal on the first stream and said that Christmas ruined his momentum. Then we had the RTU/DSP Dent Juicy Booch, who was bragging in DSP's chat that he's donated $9,000 in the past few weeks to DSP and RTU. Absolutely pathetic. Then we have this from Duty. DSP tells a Dent he's lying and withholding money after he contributes and apologizes for the low amount.
From One Sick Puppy, happy holidays. I'm sorry I can't contribute more. I'm a poor and I don't have much, but I'm going on vacation. Then you're not poor. You're lying. You're lying to me. You're withholding. But he says, I'm probably flying Spirit Airline.
And that brings us to Friday. Let's see how this week ended for DSP. But first, let's look at some band names from the previous day. We have Magical Excuse Man 99, Pigroach for President, I Never Sub, Never Donate, Terminal Gout Killed My Aunt, Kinda Sav is a Baddie Real, DSP is a Closeted Gay Man Real, RGB Popeyes Donate Please Real, Citibank Official Verified, Hawaiian Shirt PDF Perry, Burnell Productions, Human Milker Real, Crispy Wolverine, That's Why I Call Him Triple P, Down from the Rafters 19, Get a job, pig roach. I will bay it. Cigarettes after conception. Jack's Rackster's bus pass. Happy as a pig and slop real. Femboys for Phil real. Cat's the elephant in the room. Marriage of convenience real. Cat's the elephant in the room. Banned again. Greasy gamer. Big time woo. Wheelchair real. Superman trailer react fake. Fatty wife happy life. Osama bin Burnell. Then we get to the pre-stream where DSP talks about DS politics, and he will not do an episode until Trump is president. And as Dragon points out, DSP doesn't want to do research and hopes for something simple and juicy to react to with minimal effort. Yeah, because there's so many stories that he could be covering right now, especially with the visas and Twitter and Elon and all that. And he could get lots of views and clicks on it, but no. He has to go with the easiest route possible.
DS politics, as you know, I've had it on hold. I didn't do it last week. I'm not doing it this week. And I told you guys, well, politics will continue in 2025, all right? So I'm here to make the big announcement. In 25 days, Donald Trump will be sworn into office, excuse me, as the President of the United States. All right? So, DS Politics will return in January of 2025, either right before he gets sworn in or right after. So I'll take a look at the different news and everything that's going on in politics, and DS Politics will return to coincide with the swearing in of the new president. I feel like that's the best way to do it, because probably the biggest political news will be going on at that time, rather than me trying to do filler episodes. So I think what I'd like to do is wait. Let's wait until, Trump is getting sworn into office, and at that point, there's going to be an insane amount of politics to talk about, right? So let's give it some time to boil. Much like when you're cooking for Christmas, right? You don't want to rush it. You want to let it cook a little bit, roast, percolate, right? Let's let it go. And then when Trump becomes president, immediately there's going to be crazy media blitzes of news and stuff about him and all kinds of politics and stuff like that. So, yeah. So let's come back then to DS Politics. For the meantime, let's focus in on the year-end series. Let's focus in on gameplay. Let's focus in on that kind of stuff. And then we can get back to politics in late January, okay? I feel like it's going to be much better to hit the ground running when Trump is president than trying to do filler episodes now.
Then whenever support is down, attendance is down, DSP miraculously gets these letters from former detractors that are now viewers to apologize. And the funny thing is, they write and speak exactly like DSP. He's been doing this for years, going back to the start of his career. And I use career in quotes, because he thinks if he reads out these fake letters, it'll convince other people to join his cult and give him money and support his lifestyle.
Everyone listen up. Brother Philip, I am reaching out to you to apologize for what I've been doing. I've been involved with the detractor community for the last few months, and I've come to realize it's absolutely wrong. Shitting on a person forever because they strongly disagree with you is horribly wrong. I do not want to be a part of it anymore. I've only criticized you because I want what's best for you. Believe it or not, I've been watching your gameplay content from 2008, but never really engaged on YouTube. Every time an Assassin's Creed or Far Cry or any of my favorite games come out, I always watch your reactions. No one does it better than you, Phil. You've always outdone it, even better than PewDiePie and Markiplier even back then. I'm 35, by the way, but I just wanted to say I'm very sorry. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me, and God bless. Here's the deal. I don't hold grudges, man. I don't. I get it, and here's how I get it. When I was younger, in my 20s, I was a major troll in the Street Fighter community, right? I really was. If anyone, I am the last person on this planet to be, hypercritical of you because you have trolled someone. I trolled the living crap out of people in the Street Fighter community. I was an internet troll in chat rooms, on forums, everywhere, all right? Today, I look back at that time, and I very much regret the time that I used to hurt other people, but there's nothing you can do to change it, right? I appreciate your sentiment. I appreciate your notion. Thank you for the apology. I accept it, and I forgive you. I don't really care. You know, I wish more people, as they grow up and mature, would do that, because I feel like there are so many people that get hyper-focused and even, sadly, turn their online existence into this community of toxic behavior, right? These people who have formed friendships and relationships around crapping on Darkside Phil. What is people who have formed friendships and relationships around crapping on Darkside Phil? What is wrong with you? There is seriously something wrong with you. There is no right-minded individual on this planet who would say, my pastime every day is going online and making fun of Darkside Phil. No well-adjusted individual who's happy, who's healthy, who has friends, family, a job, a career, a normal life would say this is what they want to do with their time. Because people who have a positive life don't need to go crap on others to get positivity out of life. Get it? So these people are broken, and it's sad, and I get it. All right? I totally get it. I'm sorry that you were there and in that group at some point. I hope that you're feeling better for yourself. I actually wish you the best. I hope that you're having a positive and fun life, and maybe possibly that's what pulled you out of it. And I just wish that more people would do what you have done. Look, self-assess, realize what's wrong, and address it, rather than say, I'm just going to get endlessly stuck into this and just have no morals, no values, no feeling of anything. You know, oh, you know, anything as long as I get my jollies off today. And then they go through their life miserable. You know, in reality, that's the truth, is that it's a group of very miserable people. I can't imagine what it's like to be that, because I'm not that. I'm not a miserable guy. I'm a very happy guy with my life and everything around me. I'm very grateful for what I have. I can't imagine going through life just being so angry about other people and being so upset at other people and what they're doing, you know?
And Phil, yet again, spending more money. David Davidson. Phil is now buying another webcam because his current one is too high resolution for Discord calls. And then the question is, when was the last Discord call? In September with Keemstar? We are just bleeding money here. Yeah, because if he's not going to do interviews, because remember, he rage quit those, what exactly would he need the webcam for when he's doing Discord calls? Unless him and Derek are doing something together, I'm just saying. Then we have this from H-Bomb. Don't ever do this again, Phil. Stop it. Go home.
Bother. The $1.50 says, your setup is ridiculous now. Looks like you're behind the DJ deck of a school disco or something. Well, DJ Phil is about to spin. Let's get some Cardi B going. Let's get some, who's the hot new one? Louise or some shit? Let's fucking spin some records. Wiki. Anyway.
And with DSP's obsession with RGB, this is probably the future of his streams. RGB around him, RGB lights on him, behind him, everywhere. RGB everything. And then we see a shot of Phil with his boom mic. Kinda sav. It looks so fucking stupid, laughing my ass off. And that was pretty much anything that happened on the pre-stream. And look at that. Number one thing he did, begging. 25%, a quarter of the show was him begging. And then upgrade / stuff I bought, shoutouts, Q&A, mic test / issues, schedule, and intro. Man, Phil, that's some robust content right there. Then we have Mary Sci-Fi, who shows a picture of Phil's green screen with his hands being changed and all over the place, and she just puts WTF. And you know what happens when something like this happens? We have Duty, who puts him as Stephen Hawking. We have Phil in front of a keyboard, Misery Merchant. This next song goes out to Almighty Tevin, Snort, it's still your fault. Someone put Phil beside Justin Wong. Then we have DSP as Professor X, or Professor Axe. Misery Merchant, Professor X Alcoholic, attempts to use his money kinesis to open the Velcro wallets around the world. Then we have Darkside Phil. Every time he snorts, his arms grow 1 millimeter. Then you see his arms being stretched out there. Then we have Meow Block, putting Phil in a high chair. And look at the Zelda One Pieces. And look at the Zelda One Piece. Then we have Disflax, who put DSP in the gym machine. Then we have a more realistic version of Phil in the high chair. Then guess what, guys? You'll never believe this. His chat was quiet again. Nobody was talking. What's going on? And DSP hates it when his chat goes quiet.
There we go. At least the bottom line is real. Did a cat emote going over on Kick, and a bunch of people are now chatting on YouTube. You guys are like falling asleep. What's going on? Thought you guys love Stalker. I thought this is your favorite game. That's why you wanted me to play it. You demanded that I play Stalker too. Now I'm playing it and everyone's asleep. I'm talking. You were talking about I wasn't engaging. I didn't see you say anything to me, Oni. Did you tag me? Remember, tag me in the chat and then I know that you're addressing me. I love that cat emote. Oh, anomalies again.
So we saw Phil berating his chat because they weren't talking, even though you're the streamer, you're supposed to entertain them, not the other way around. Now let's see how DSP actually does in the game. Let's see how he performs in Stalker 2.
Let's try again. It won't, dude, I cannot get it to do a running jump. It literally will not run and jump. It'll basically run or jump, but it won't do a running jump. Now I'm hurt again. This is fucking stupid shit, and guess what? I can't heal, or I can't save, because there's enemies in the room. Finally! What a piece of shit. That was fucking annoying as hell. I can't... Oh my... I can't put on my knife. Okay. That. Man. Okay, now what? Here? No. Then I gotta drop down. So maybe I walk on the rooftop? Oh yeah. That was lucky because I almost died. Can I save yet? Nope. There's an anomaly below me? For real? So how do I get down and not die? The fuck did they want me to do? I don't want to do that. Okay, take all. There's no way to unbar the door. There's no way to go further down. And this is a dead end. I could crawl out the window, but I don't want to do that because I'm looking for the thing, and we haven't found it.
And then would you look at that? The Kino Bros are gone, and all of a sudden, all of OIC's Sock accounts are coming back. We even got the return of Jinx. It's funny, it's almost like, and you're going to see this later on, OIC is trying to tell Phil, I own you. You do as I say. I financially support you, and you have nothing without me. It's quite funny how that is, and pathetic at the same time. And DSP absolutely hates everyone on Kick. He doesn't like the trolling. He doesn't like people talking to him the way they talk to him. They don't even like the questions being asked. We have Dumpy Koala. DSP Gaming just banned a Kick viewer for asking a simple question regarding bans.
No, lots of the Kick community did not get banned. Kick staff, Greg, you fucking liar. It's a bunch of sock and troll accounts that got banned who were coming in here from troll fucking communities. 20, 30, 40 names at a time that were all insults and awful fucking doxing and dumb shit. If you perpetrate detractor memes, I'm just gonna ban you too and laugh my way at you as you're out the door because you're a lying fucker. And I don't care for lies on my streams. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, if some of your friends got banned, it's because they were fucking troll sock accounts, you incredible fucking mouth-drooling dunce. Get the fuck out. What an idiot. Okay. What do you mean what happened? I'm talking to someone on Kick. Some idiot who's a new account that's only been on Kick for less than a week, who is a sock account, was talking shit on Kick, saying I banned all of his friends. Like, yeah, well, if it's your friends that I banned, it's the sock accounts of trolls that come in every day, so get the fuck out of here. He's an asshole. Okay.
And then we have a quote from DSP talking about his gun, his shotgun in Stalker 2. This uses 12-inch shotgun shell. Then we get to the night stream, and look at Nightbot just holding it down. Look at all that begging, all that spam. Look at 701, 701, 702. It's almost like you don't have people actually watching you, Phil. And remember in the last video, Iron Chef Sakai talked back to DSP, and then he streamed on his own, called him Phil out, called him a scumbag, all that stuff. Oh, guess what? Iron Chef Sakai came back, cried to Phil, gave him money, and he wants me back. He wants me back on Kick. He wants to support Phil. What an absolute pathetic human being.
0. Alright, so Iron Chef Sakai, no exaggeration, dropped a $100, well, $99.99 super chat. So there's no way that can be refunded. So that actually does count for the stream. It has to, you know. He can't get that back. So thank you, Iron Chef Sakai. That is official. It's counted. So we are now up to $180 in contributions tonight. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, we are at 29 goals hit. Yes, we are. And that means that tonight here on DSP Gaming, we made it rain in Seattle. How do we turn this off? There we go. We made it rain in Seattle. The King's coffers are filled. Again, for 29 times. We are only one away from the Taco Bell DSP Tries It. How awesome, right? Well, Iron Chef Sakai, I don't know if I can trust you. I'm not going to ban you on YouTube, but I certainly don't know if I can actually trust you or not. I don't know why you acted up the way you did about, last couple of weeks. It wasn't just a one-time thing either for Chef Sakai. He was actually acting pretty negative for weeks and weeks. And then he went on to do a whole stream about how he didn't like me and he was trying to snake me and shit. And now all of a sudden he's back and he wants to contribute. So you judge how you want, but you can't refund a super chat. Okay? Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to listen to him either. Like, I don't believe that the guy is genuine in his intentions. He outright did a whole stream of negative about me, right? Rare Trick says, Iron Chef Sakai complained DSP strong-armed him into donating, which never happened. He was forced to buy his way back in. Never happened. Pretty brutal. Don't mess with the king, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Okay? There was a resub on Kick 25 minutes ago. All right, thank you, Kyle. Whoops. What the hell? Hold on. I didn't mean to click that. There was a resub I apparently missed as well. So let's count that. And then... So, it looks like originally... No! Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, while all that was happening, because I didn't know it happened during this set, NDO 103 tipped me $75. So NDO 103 with a $75 whopper of a tip. Thank you so much, NDO. It's good to see you. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for the support tonight. So with that tip, he is the biggest tipper of the night. So let's get him up on the leaderboard. I can't type on this keyboard. I'm not used to it yet. So that gets us up to 260. Guys, we are $40 away from doubling the goal, and if we do that tonight, it guarantees we do DSP Tries It first stream on Sunday when I come back from break. We're that close. He says, did you get to see Doug Doe versus Sanford Kelly MVC2 money match Evo 2006 in person? Yes, 100% saw it in person, was right there, part of the action in the crowd. It was very exciting, and Sanford won. It was very interesting, very competitive, okay? Someone sent me $2 is, why did you stop using Instagram? Quite frankly, just because people kept using every single piece of information that I put out against me in some kind of a toxic and negative way, so I just said, forget it, and I stopped doing it. And basically, I just didn't really care anymore after a while, so that's why. That's really it. That's the only reason. All right, I'm going to try to get one more set in tonight, and that'll be the end of the stream. Guys, can we hit 300? If we hit 300, we have hit the goal, and we lock in for DSP Tries It on Sunday, the Taco Bell Chicken Nuggets, all right? Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can get one more set and lock in for Sunday. All right.
Now let's look at some of the pathetic messages Iron Chef put in the chat. I had a bad holiday, man. I apologize, my friend. Let me support. I literally was just having a bad time, man. A lot of stuff was coming down on me. I sincerely apologize. I'll hit the goal right now. I never charge back. Even in my stream, I said I would never charge back. People have bad patches, especially during holidays. I sincerely apologize, man. I did look like an idiot when I streamed. I watched it back and I realized. I have no hate towards you, man. I'm just making it clear. I know I was banned and I apologize. It was a knee-jerk reaction. At King Michael. I want to, but he said he wasn't sure about the tip. I assure you, my money's good. I don't want to be a mod. I just want to talk again on Kick. Then we have JG Win. Either Iron Chef Sakai is attempting the dumbest OPs possible, or really wants back in DSP's good graces. In either case, I can only think of one applicable GIF. And then you see a person try to put a square block into a round hole. And this was what I was talking about earlier with OIC and the sock accounts. 2 cats, 1 roach. OIC was out in full force tonight. Arrow Squirrel, Lisa Lou, Fake NDO, Iron Chef even came back crawling. This is all to remind Phil who owns him and supports his lifestyle. He gives and takes. Prepare for a few days of, guys, all the support is dried up. What's going on? And this is a funny clip. If you think the Kino Casino thing is still going on, they might have him on 1 or 2 times. But it's pretty much done. So someone asked DSP to play zombies. And DSP's response? I have no one to play zombies with. Remember, during his Halloween marathon, he played with Kino Casino in zombies. And Dragon, why not just openly admit that Kino Casino wants nothing to do with you anymore? They dumped you. And that's where we're at right now. If there's any updates, I'll let you guys know. Don't forget to click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.
Without a backroom cries echo loud. He's a king without a crown. Phil's fortress is burning down. Detractor wins without a sound. Dash fires, flames, can't be tamed. Phil's excuses are all the same. Tears fall, but who's to blame? Dash fire keeps playing the game. In the night, the battle's fought. Dark side Phil's plans will rot. Words cut deeper than a shot. Dash fire's too hot. Feedback loop, both endless ways. They'll stop Phil's pencil rots. Words cut deeper than a shot. Dash fire's too hot. Feedback loop of endless rage. Phil's stuck inside his cage. Dash fire writes another page. Tractor rocks the stage. Dash fire's endless rage. Phil's stuck inside his cage. Dash fire writes another page. Tractor rocks the stage. Dash fire's flames can't be tamed. Phil's excuses are all the same. Tears fall, but who's to blame? Dash fire keeps playing the game. The game. And the game. The game. Keeps playing the game. Keeps playing the game. The playing the game. Keeps playing the game. Keeps playing the game. In the back room, cries echo loud. He's a king without a crown. Phil's fortress is burning down. Detractor wins without